As last time, we visited a quaint little town in the middle of nowhere that looked like it was barely hanging on by a thread. You visited one of the only one of the only visually appealing buildings left in the town. Everything else was kind of falling to shit. The tavern, where you found out that they were serving some highly addictive beer that may have had some spider bits in it, some spider venom. Of course, you had to put a stop to that. And you did, handedly. You also took the mayor of the town, tossed him into the basement with the spiders, and basically said, not our problem, and booked it on out of town.
How did I forget that that's what we did to him?
Yeah.
All I remember is he really deserved it.
He's kind of a dick, yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Fun fact, that town no longer exists because the military came in, said, this is wrong. You have a monster locked in your basement, and they just wiped the town off the map. So, win for the good guys, I guess. But yeah, our travel thus far has been mostly uneventful. Finding the occasional travelers, coming across the occasional, bandit stop as they pull out their rusted swords and their barely functioning crossbows, look at the five of you and bid you a good day, and then quickly return the way that they came. But you are also starting to run out of rations. Your wagon's starting to look a little worse for the wear. You're also kind of missing a nice hot bath and a nice soft bed. Thankfully, you would pass by a pair of travelers, letting you know that the town of Glenhaven isn't too far. Maybe half a day's travel from where you're currently at, maybe less even, on wagon. They themselves have nothing to trade, at least nothing that would interest you. Or do they? Would any of you find that at this moment, after traveling for so long, after being exhausted as you are, would like to try to get a glimpse as into these simple merchants' inventories? Maybe poke at their psyche a little bit. Maybe try to catch them in a lie. Or are we just going to let them pass?
Look, my dear brother can't hear us currently, but I know that we would love to do that.
Yeah. If you want a human perception, or if the gods of the VTT can roll a human perception for your brother, I can do that.
Oh boy. Do I have that? Let's find out. Nope.
Give me 1 second. Did that work? Can you hear us? Are you with us, Rainer? No? Sorry, give us just one moment while we try to figure out what is happening with our audio. Nothing? You may have to force close Discord and reopen it back up. You can't hear me. Why am I saying that out loud? Would one of you throw that in the chat so Gavin
I
can
think
see
I
it?
did attempt.
Hopefully it works. Anyone else like to roll some human perception? I would take just an awareness roll.
Oh,
if
I
you
think that's
prefer that.
better. Can I re-roll?
They'll get you different things, but
Is that a
I
yes?
thought I have human perception.
yeah, go for it. You rolled a
'Cause-
1 on your
Yeah, because
human
my
perception.
human perception was not great. Look, first rolls in this game for me is a fumble.
Oh no.
It's just fitting. I don't know anything about these people, but do I know about the surroundings? Barely.
Definitely a little better. You're noticing that for as kind of run down as they look, for as traveled as they look, their inventory looks oddly fresh. Like they have produce that really shouldn't be surviving this well on the road. They have supplies, rations, ropes, candles, things that they probably should have needed or should be in worse condition than they are. But they themselves look like they've been through it. They are filthy from head to toe, clothes tattered and dirty.
I think that. Hey, do we have any of the spider wine left? Spider beer left?
If you all were able to hold off the addiction long enough to not drink at all, maybe, but I think it's up to you.
I mean, we were only one drink in. I don't know if we had the addiction yet, right?
Maybe I've been trying to make more by grinding up some of those little flat spiders.
I think we did have
Experimenting.
some of the spiders,
Mhm.
the babies.
Yeah.
And Strainer was absolutely planning on eating them, but I'm sure he could be talked into sparing 1 or 2 for you.
Just a couple. Yeah, I think that, full like hikers passing each other on the trail, there's like the wave, a little bit of like a how you doing, fellow traveler, kind of like way too close too soon. There's something about when you're hiking and you pass people, everyone thinks they're your best friend because you're on the same patch of road at the same time. That's what's happening in this moment, I think. I shall just kind of like lean over on the cart, looking over at him, just be like, it has been so long since we've seen any other faces. Where are you heading? Y'all, would y'all like a drink? Warm you up a bit?
No, thank you. We don't partake, but we just tend to travel the roads. Nowhere in particular. We just like meeting people, seeing new faces, seeing new places.
What a coincidence. I think that's what we do too. How awesome for us. We are so ready for a shower and a bed. How much further down the road we got till we find something?
Oh, not far at all. A couple hours. And we're on foot, and it probably took us much longer than it'll take you. People were quite friendly.
Oh, is that where you stocked up? These bags look mighty heavy to carry around.
Hardly feel it at all.
That was a really good non-answer. Awesome. You're giving me weird vibes that I don't know how to react with it anymore.
You're
No.
not the first person to say that.
Today?
Possibly. You have a safe trip.
Thank you.
Hey.
They will turn and just, like you said, packs, full of stuff, most useless junk, but they seem happy as can be to just march on along the road.
I'll lean over to Kostas. Oh, they're pretty friendly. They've got those walking legs like you do.
Yeah, they seem nice.
At the same time, I turn around. Those guys were fucking weird, right? I don't know what it was, but I was getting weird vibes.
They seemed friendly.
But isn't that kind of weird to be friendly with the world how it is?
I mean, for humans, I guess.
They live such short
Oh.
lives.
I say to the only human in the group.
I like frown a little bit and think about like all of the wars and everything that's been between humans, and I'm like,
And fair enough, the doctor does know how to shorten ours.
should we go? Should we go like sneak up on them or something?
Question. I have telepathy? Can I listen?
Yes. I definitely have the telepathy spell here handy. I lied, I don't have it handy.
Page 102. A range 10 meters.
Good thing this book is
Active.
only 400 pages long.
Real slim.
You can use telepathy to silently listen to a target's thoughts. Yeah, absolutely. No defense against it. How to best describe this? You'd hear a song, like a humming. It's at first doesn't really make any sense, but the more you listen, the catchier it seems to be, the more beautiful it seems to get, until it's almost mesmerizing.
At that point, I'll start kind of singing it aloud. I don't have a very good voice, but I'll give it a go, and I'll ask our friend Bard if she recognizes the tune.
Can you all roll your resist magic, please?
Where is my character? Can I be out taking a nap somewhere, just waking up? I may have been hungover. Who knows?
Absolutely. You finish off the last of the bug wine, the bug beer.
I think at this point, it's like it's made up. It's like just like a drop of anything he can find, but he just tells himself it's placebo. But he believes it enough that he's okay.
I've been mixing in some herbs that I'm like, oh yeah, this will like make it better, but it's really just like grass that I like.
Oh yeah,
find
this is
on the road.
This is just like it. That weird silica taste. Ah yes.
To put some rocks in there.
Oh, it hurts my teeth just like the spiders, or just like the bugs did.
Yeah, you're not supposed to chew the beer, but that's fine if you do.
All of you succeeded, thankfully. The tune, even though it does seem to be a little mesmerizing at first, eventually just sounds like a really catchy, hummed tune.
Can I with the tune, is there, I have like some monster lore. Can I check to see if I know if this is like some kind of like creature or something that like
Ooh.
does something like this? Like I'm thinking kind of like sirens, like I know that's not Witcher, but like something along those lines.
I think there are sirens in Witcher.
There are sirens in Witcher.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Oh, okay,
there
well
are.
there you go.
Roll it
So
up.
would that be like monster lore? Okay.
Yep.
That's a 22.
22. The effect itself seems very similar to what a siren would do. But they themselves don't give you the characteristics or any of the red flags that you would get as if they were sirens.
Okay. I
Look, I'm getting
convey
red
that.
I can't put them into words, but I'm getting red flags.
There's definitely red flags, but there's
These
not
things are giving the
siren
ick.
red.
Rancid.
They're too nice. They didn't try to kill us. What's going on?
No,
You're kind
it's
people.
Hoop used
Fuck
the
you.
voice that he does on the creepy bad guys.
Yeah, they did have an air of creepiness about them.
They're just nice people. I don't know what you're talking about.
But you said that their stuff, their like wares seemed odd
Wares?
too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's why I interacted with them because I figured we would want them. But like the gear was like old basic shit, but all the produce and stuff is like super fresh, which is weird. And then when I asked if they stocked up in the nearest town, he gave me a non-answer, and I got confused.
Mm. True merchants, I see. Okay.
They themselves look like they were well traveled, like they've been on the road for weeks, but the stuff in their possession looks brand new.
Okay. Here. Let me roll a resist magic. Let's just say I'm in there. It just makes it
Sure.
easier.
What's the
Oh,
worst
cool.
thing
I have
about
You
nothing.
fail,
in
so we know what happens.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens because I have 0 in it. Let's do it.
Oh no.
No. Unfortunately, you are fine.
Oh, okay. That's a good. Okay, that's good. Do
We're
you?
hoping you're our guinea pig.
You
do
wake
you?
up and immediately fall victim to something.
I just lost the past 5 minutes. What's going on here? Do you barter, fellow good friends?
Yes, if you would like.
What? I would like some of this produce, and what would you like in return? I have 1,000 crowns worth of things of wares of my own.
We don't accept crowns, I'm sorry.
Of items, I have a lot of spears. Would you like spears? I have spears to give. Better than many of these weapons. You could use a polish or two for. I could give you a polish, sword polish, maybe.
No. What I would ask of you is far more simple than that.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. What's that?
Just a story.
I have a lot of stories. What?
Fine.
Do you want a like a sad story, a happy story, a fun story?
They'd both just look at you for a moment. That one will work.
A fun story.
They aren't listening to your description of types of stories. It's as if they were browsing through a library catalog for a moment. Picked one.
Okay.
Hey,
So-
brother, hey, can we like convert? Can we like just come here, like little huddle, little late team huddle?
Hello.
We're gonna come up with the
friends.
details for a story.
I'll be right back. We're just picking our own stories. So goodbye, friends. But we'll be back, right? Okay.
You
Big
deliberate.
vibes, weird vibes.
Yeah, they're awful. I want all their stuff though. That produce looks really good.
What if they steal your memories when you give them a story or something weird?
I was gonna lie to them anyway.
What if they steal your lies?
Yeah, what if
That's
they
not-
really don't true?
They won't do that. That's against the merchant's code. They're not gonna do
Strainer,
that.
Oh.
as a doctor,
Yes.
as a doctor, the last time that we went someplace and ate something that seemed too good to be true, we all got addicted to it. So I don't
But
think
wasn't it good in that moment? It was so good.
Me and Strainer.
it was not. It wasn't good, and it was bugs. Okay, so
Trainer's still in that like episode of Always Sunny where Dee and Dennis get hooked on drugs. And he's like, no, you're fine.
That was so good. I got more.
I think maybe if we do get anything from them, which I don't think we should, because I do think they're going to steal your memories or your ability to lie or something like that. But if we do get anything from them, we should absolutely not eat it.
Then what would we do with it?
Investigate it. I maybe do some
We
experiments
can sell it-
on it.
It does look good. We could sell it to other people for a lot of money.
What if it turns people into bugs?
Then we need to try it
Why?
to make sure.
We have small print on our receipts that say we are not liable for anything that happens after you eat this food.
I can start working on that right now. I'll
Okay,
just-
yeah. As long as you put something on the receipt.
Yes, I promise there will be something on the receipt. And you'll just
That's
see like
fine.
early post-it notes, but it's like just onion skins. So it's like you just rip it off an onion. So he just has an onion in his pocket. He just will start jotting down notes of, hey, heretofore, anyone who ingests said item from seller Srainer and friends will not be upset or call liable to
Or attack.
Make it
I think you should
very
put or
confusing.
attack.
Then
or tact, and spells it TACT because that's a cool sounding word.
Not attack.
while
you
this is
just
all
put or attack.
happening too, I'm staring at these two dudes. What are they doing? Are they just waiting?
They are watching you all.
Like normally, or like really blank stares, not moving? Like
They are moving. They are blinking. You know.
Are they
kind of
doing that
looking
weird
between you all.
Blink, blink.
yeah.
Yeah, their 8 extra eyes start blinking. No, they're
Okay.
just watching you. They're just human.
I'm gonna slip that onion skin to my sister to just like make of that what you will. Use it at the right time. But just like a look. He's not gonna say that, but he's just gonna be like, okay. Okay. Good friends and fellow merchants. We have discussed the story details.
Oh, there's no need. We already have it.
I told you.
All right, since you already have it, can we get that produce from you then?
Of course.
What did you get
What
from us
story?
actually before
yeah,
I take
will
the
you
produce?
tell us the story?
Well, that's not exactly part of the deal. It's nothing you'll miss.
Why don't we do the customary transfer of receipts? So I know and you know what we traded for, and look, see, and we have our receipt here.
Look through
So
our
do you-
goods,
This is
whatever
about
you'd like.
produce.
It's yours. I
don't
trust
think I
that you'll take only what you believe your memories are worth.
I told you. I told you.
I don't think you have enough here for what my memories are worth. So do you have anything extra then?
They'd at that just like slip the packs off their back, drop them to the ground, and turn and just start happily walking up the road. Sorry, up the road. Of course, since you've been in such close proximity, you're kind of starting to get a picture of who they are under the dirt and the grime. They both human, male, older in age, both starting to hit that graying period. Unkempt hair, unkempt beard. But yeah, they would turn to just start walking away.
Would it? Could you stay a little bit longer? You're so interesting.
Sorry,
I would love to
can't.
keep talking.
You have many more people to meet.
You forgot your stuff over here,
Yours, keep it.
but if you say you took my memories, I think I'm owed a little bit more, from what I remember.
Then find us next time we're passing through town.
I don't like these. These are not my friends anymore. I don't like them. Sister.
They are continuing to walk away.
You want me to just stab these dudes?
Stab or stop them in some way.
They could be crazy. Think about stuff.
They
You
are
know how many
crazy.
blocks in your memories. They could just be talking out their ass and being weird. Maybe they had some weird bug juice.
Serena's gonna go through his memory for all of his coolest moments and his most epic and prized memories. Does he forget anything that he usually would remember?
Would you know if he forgot anything?
Some of them yes, some of them no. The ones that he would usually remember that probably didn't happen the way they did, but he's fabricated. Did he forget those? Did he forget fabricated memories is my question to you.
Everything that you think you should remember, you do remember.
I think they didn't steal my memories. I think I'm okay, but I think we should still stop them.
But I mean, I will.
You want me
I
to stop?
totally will. But I just think as a group, we need to decide, are we the type of people, like, we're assholes. We know this. But are we the type of people that are going to stab old men on the street for just talking weird to us?
It looks is. Is our druid about to cast a spell? Because it looks like you are. I get a blanket or something ready to put you out.
I like that's not to stop me. It's just to be able to stop
No, I think I support what you're doing. I just I might need to put out a fire after.
Kostas, could you stop them after this? Just gonna switch over real quick. Could you stop them, Kostas? How would you stop
Okay,
them?
so we are the
Are they still within 8 meters?
They are not.
Oh fuck!
I can run after him and try. Sure.
I run closely behind.
Wait,
All in
people.
favor of stopping them in a possibly non-lethal way. Say aye.
I.
Aye. All right, let's do it. Kostas, let's go. And he's going to start putting all of this stuff in his bag. He can put all their stuff.
I mean, they're not walking fast. At
That's
a
okay.
brisk
Okay.
pace, you would catch up to them.
I imagine my little legs still pump really fast.
Yeah.
And even like hearing the sound of your footsteps getting closer, they both turn back around.
Oh,
Hello
hi.
again.
Yes, I had something to say. Stop right there! And I'll cast Cursed Illness to stun them.
This town's gonna hate it.
These
Even
poor
more.
guy.
Their vibes are rancid, and we don't approve. I can't just steal memories. Who does that?
They also admitted to stealing memories, which is even worse.
Right? Yeah, they stole from us.
Oh,
I'm
no.
on board now.
That was a 9 fumble. I think that's where the bad ones start.
Yeah.
Good call to blanket.
Good call
Dorian.
with the blanket.
Yes, I was gonna say, Dorian, I hope you're still there.
I am right. Yeah, I followed right behind with the blanket.
Oh, we're in Foundry. I'm trying to find a spot for my dice to go. I don't need that.
Magic. I completely lost where the fumble chart was.
Oh,
Is it in? Hold on. Is it in here?
Chat says
Combat.
you know what's silly? It's not on the GM sheet. None of the fumbles are.
That is
Is-
so weird. Okay, I found the normal fumbles. Where's the magic fumbles?
I think it's in the magic section of the book. There is the specific magic fumbles.
There it is. Magic fumbles. 7 to a 9. The magic that is already partially through you ignites inside. Not only does the spell fail, but you suffer the elemental fumble effect, as noted below.
Mhm. This is familiar so far.
What?
Tracks. But you're beefy. You're beefy, if I remember right. You have a lot of hit points.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
so
think
glad
this
we
is
stopped.
going to physically harm you all that much as it's going to hurt your pride.
What's that?
Crap, and then I just lost the stupid page. I think
166.
this is mixed magic.
Yeah.
'Cause it doesn't
I believe
have...
by default my stuff is mixed.
Scrolling back down. Mixed.
Yeah, 'cause-
Your magic sparks out of your body. You take 1 point of damage for every point you fumbled, which is 9 points of damage. But you also suffer 1 of the effects below, chosen randomly.
Cool.
If it's fire, 3. 1, it is fire.
Of course it is.
You run up, hold your hands out, and into flame.
I immediately am putting it out with this blanket.
They both turn and keep walking.
I put it out almost as soon as you have cast the spell, I am assuming that you're going to catch fire.
That's probably why. Like the blanket cover the eyes a little bit.
Goes over your head.
Oh, thanks, best friend.
Yeah, you're welcome, best friend. Do you want to try again?
Okay.
I pick the blanket back up. Are you able to do magic without the fire thing happening? I was just wondering.
We'll see.
Please tell me it's.
A little bit,
it's
yeah.
a super crit.
I don't think your magic has any. Does... Oh god.
34. Jesus Christ.
They catch on fire.
Let's.
We steal all their memories and they open up like ghosts and it just starts flying everywhere.
Well, that's a 10 for their first roll. Let's see if they can keep that up. So plus 11. That is a resist magic. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a 17.
And that's with a crit for them.
Yeah.
Still half as much as.
Now you're gonna make me look up the crit chart for magic.
I don't think this spell has a crit effect.
Magic.
What does it do on a success?
If I succeed, it stuns them. For the version
It's
I
just
play.
okay.
Because,
What does it look like? Oh, sorry.
No, go, please. Same question. What does this crit of 34 look like?
Well, the actual spell is called Cursed Illness. So I imagine there's not much on my end besides maybe, the glowing of my staff, since so much magic got channeled in it, much like it sometimes channels fire at me. But I imagine for them, it's definitely like black veins encroaching upwards in their faces, their bodies like lock up.
Yeah, they would immediately stop in place.
And to be fair, the spell by default only affects one person. So if you...
Well, with
I
a
can't
34, both of them
Okay.
immediately stop in place. Even your allies start to feel a little itchy around the neck.
It's okay, I do too. I stand proudly with my blanket cape.
Is your staff
I did
sentient?
throw the blanket on you.
Not to Ghostus' knowledge.
Okay, good to know. Was that enough time to put all the things they had on their table, either into his bag or in an arm roll to put in the
Yeah,
car?
like I said, they weren't like running. It was a very
Cool.
slow walk away from you.
Cool. So as he's like putting stuff in the cart, all right, I have a few questions for you two. He puts the stuff away in the cart.
They just stare at you.
Is anyone looking around us? Like, is there like people like, what's going on over there?
No,
I think we're just on
on
the.
the street.
Are we on the road or are we on
Just
in
on the road.
town?
Okay,
Should probably check for that before. Just
we did all this.
we
No.
probably
We're in
should
the
have.
middle of
Like-
a crowd,
Luck is on our side. We're good.
but it,
Oh, we're
We're
on
gonna
the
get
way.
the like Red Dead Redemption busted later because one dude was just walking down the street and is like,
we're not in the town, right? We're
No.
like on our way.
No,
okay,
you're good
that's what I
half
thought.
days
Okay.
away.
Cool. I'm gonna. Are you okay, merchants? Let me just rifle through your pockets to make sure everything's okay. And so he's not. He's kind of stealing from them. He's just seeing if they have any like weird magical artifacts or anything like that, and be like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And he's just gonna kind of be patting them down and looking for stuff, see if anything's interesting.
The only real unusual thing you might find would be a pendant on each of them in the shape of a half moon. It's carved out of very rudimentary rock. It looks like there's butterflies etched onto it. There's a little squiggly that might be a caterpillar. Again, very rudimentarily carved. That's definitely a word.
Mm-hmm.
nailed it.
it's
Oh, sister. Psst.
What?
Do you know what these mean? You being a dryad and all.
Full-blooded, baby. Sure I do.
I can
definitely have
also.
something
Can
I'm
I?
sure-
I actually may have a skill for it, so I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the smart one. All of mine are fighting skills.
Or any of
I
us.
just do it to play the bit. Can I use a skill called defining skill? No, well traveled. The DC, so you can make a well traveled roll anytime you want to know a fact about a specific item, culture, or area. The DC is set by the GM, and if you're successful, you remember the answer to that question, calling upon memories of that last time you traveled.
Yeah.
Cool.
I absolutely would not even take a roll. I think even most of you would
Oh, okay.
probably know the answer to this.
Cool. Okay.
The only real god that would come to mind would be Livani, a northern goddess of the moon. But it doesn't match her symbol. They don't look like typical followers, but that's just the closest thing that would make any sense.
I think I should take it off and see what happens.
This is the first time you've said that I agree.
Oh, okay. Then he's like, okay, cool, and he like just takes it off. I can just take the necklace off.
I think by
One of
now the stun effect would start to fade, and they would smile at all of you, turn, and start walking away.
I don't like that. Hey,
Let's just let him walk, guys. This is weird. He's gonna steal
What are
all
you
of our
gonna do with
memories.
our
We're gonna
memories?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with his memories?
Oh, we don't keep them.
Oh,
what do you do with them?
We
And
don't
if
keep
you
them.
don't keep them, where do they go?
You just like listen to him?
I don't know. Turns and keeps walking.
I don't like it.
I
I
want
don't
to
like
really quickly, like, kind of go in front of them and be like, sorry, I'm a doctor, and I just noticed there's something kind of weird going on. And I want to try to, like, I wouldn't have, like, an actual light to do this, but I want to do the thing where you, like, kind of are, like, shine a light to look at the pupils.
Just get
To
like a
see.
mirror and like.
Just shine the sun in their eyes.
Yeah, I just go look at the sun for a second so I can see your pupils.
No.
Um,
Other than obviously being well traveled, they look perfectly healthy.
okay, I think we should just keep going, guys. This seems like
Can we eat this vegetables and fruit?
Is that a question for me or them?
For them, sorry.
Yes. Cook with it, eat it, use it as bait. I don't. Yours.
Mm.
I don't think you
Would
should
you
eat
be?
it.
What?
I'm bored
Can-
of this, guys.
Can we get our memories back if we give you the items back?
Nope. Turns, keeps walking.
Where are you going?
We don't know. Travel wherever we feel like we should travel.
Can you give us your names in case we ever need to find you again?
Nope.
Serena will look at the rest of the group. I tried, guys. Should we
You
just
tried
go?
a lot more than I did. I asked him 4 questions.
I
and
kind
he
of still
fucking
want you to
over it.
stab him a little bit. Do you want to stab him a little bit?
I mean, I could. At this
do
point,
want
we
to,
annoyed
though.
with them, and I feel
Choice
like
to
it won't
stab
be
people
fun.
who can suck your memories out without your knowledge.
Yeah, they could suck maybe
Well,
all
yeah,
everything.
Yeah, maybe we should stop around now. If you want to remember your name tomorrow.
But maybe if we don't kill them, they'll keep sucking the memories.
I think
I mean,
Point.
it's a pretty good distance.
we've never really considered the greater good before, so I don't really know that we should.
We are the
now.
greater good.
I'm the greatest
I
good
think
you're
that's
ever
a pretty
gonna
good
have.
of that's left up there.
Okay. I say we just I don't like these traders. And
How far
just-
is like the like line of sight here? Like what is the terrain we're at? Like
I mean,
If they keep walking, will we like see them for a bit?
it's a little hilly, but since you're technically going opposite directions, you'd probably have about 10 minutes until you'd be out of each other's line of sight.
I mean, you want me to just murk them? Is that what you're getting?
I want to know how much you want to murk them. And if you're there, I'm also there. But if you're not, no worries.
Look, if we're gonna be honest, they took your memory, so I'm not very motivated.
They took my memories when we were talking together, so they may have taken your memories too.
They're very forthcoming with information.
Hey! Did you take her memories too?
No!
Fuck. Alright, whatever.
Look,
Fuck
I'm
it.
all about murder.
It's
when
fine. They're just
I
my
have a stake
memories.
in it.
Whatever. I can't monetize them anyway. Let's just get out of here. Kostas, you want to try some veggies or fruit?
Yeah.
I stand in front of Kostas. We should not eat these. Once again, as a doctor, we should not eat these.
Okay,
Those people
alright.
had something wrong with them. If you eat them, something's going to be wrong with you. I really think something's going to be wrong with you.
You're right. Kostas, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. You're my best friend.
Oh, you're my best friend.
So, with the most unusual encounter possible on a road, we eventually return to the trail, continue down this path until you reach the aforementioned town that was promised to you, the town of Glenhaven. A town surrounded by towering cliffs. Only a very narrow mountain pass opens up into this wide valley-like village. The village itself almost stretching along this plateau, offering this beautiful view of the valleys below it. The architecture is this very, usual mixture that you would see in this type of area. Stony cottages, thatched roofs, all kind of huddled together. But past them, you're seeing vast fields, which most or all of you might recognize as being for sheep. Although the fields themselves seem entirely empty. You are, unlike the previous town, seeing plenty of villagers roaming around. By this point, you're probably approaching sundown, so there's not quite as many people out as, during the day, but comparatively to the last place you visited, this seems like a perfectly normal town.
I bet you this town has goats.
What? Why? Gavin, this is a Gavin question. Why goats? Why did we love goats for some reason? Goats?
Wasn't the Tabar was called something?
The
Goats something.
The rusty
and there
goat.
were no
so-
goats.
The rusty
Bar?
goat, yeah.
Rusty goat. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Edward. You're all my best friends. Okay.
That was Gavin.
That was me. And probably Strainer too, with how often he says it. Is there any sort of is there a place that we could put our wagon and things to kind of just park it and keep it safe, but also ready for a quick exit, just in case, for no reason?
Yeah, there's typically in places like this that anticipate travelers coming through, you really get a focus of like taverns and inns with, attached stables, places that they can bring in the weary travelers, drain them of all their money, and then loose them in a few days. Because that's how towns like
Jokes on
this
that.
tend to survive.
And we love him.
And you would see a 2-story building, freshly painted. It looks clean, well kept. Just the symbol of a wolf head is hanging above the door.
That's not a goat. Okay.
Not a goat.
I do like wolves though.
It probably means that there's no wolves.
Yeah,
that's
usually
right,
if there's
we
a
follow-
sign that has something on it, it means that thing isn't there.
I'll bring in not all the wares, but just some of the fruit or vegetables
Sure.
in my bag, along with some other small, handy knickknacks. And go into the place with the wolf's head that seems to be like a tavern or something, or something. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll head in there. I'm gonna head in here. Does anyone want to join me? Drinks on you, and point just like you, and it's Dorian.
I have no money.
Drinks on you, and then points at Luthien.
Emily
Oh.
will hop out of the back of the
Wait.
wagon.
Wait, we stole the safe.
Oh, we do have money. Drinks on me.
Money.
Never mind. Drinks on me. I
Drinks
forgot
on
about
that town.
Yeah, drinks on that old fuck that we threw in the cellar.
I'm gonna go ask around the town a little. I'll meet up with you all later.
Be safe.
Sounds.
And
Hey. Oh, I was going to say, Emily, it has been a pleasure having you as part of our crew. Just a little like constructive criticism, if you're open to that. You should totally be a part of the conversation if we're gonna murder people or not. You know.
agreed.
Didn't seem
We're a
like
little
my
quiet.
place. It did not.
Oh, it's your place now. You're complicit with us.
It's an important conversation, and your voice should be heard in it, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
So please
see
do.
if there are any instruments in town. Might be nice to expand
good
my
idea.
repertoire a little bit more than my lute.
I love it. A go-getter.
She turned and just very casually just started exploring the town. She is in no hurry.
Cool.
We'll probably never see her again.
She gets
I was
murdered
gonna
10
say-
feet from you.
Like, ooh.
I think what Srainer has done is he's taken the coin out of the safe. The safe is still there, though. So if anyone wants to steal it, they can steal a big-ass heavy safe, thinking there's gold in it. There's not. And he's actually just placed coins really tediously all over his wagon. So he has like these small little stashes. So he'll get like 2 or 3 stashes just in case of crowns. However much that is. It's probably
The
like
first
15.
2 places you go to look for the stash, there is no money.
Fuck. All right. I was gonna get 3 stashes for a fun night. It seems like 2 have already been taken, so I'll just get 2. So it's probably like 15 crowns per. That way we got like 300 crowns. Do you remember how many crowns we got from stealing the safe?
400?
Let
Four-
me
four-
take a look back through my
1,000.
notes.
Roughly, though, I'm like looking for like 30, 45 crown. And whatever's in my bag, which is probably.
400 crowns.
Oh, nice. Good memory.
I have
Um,
the adventure still on my.
Take the credit. Take the credit.
I mean, yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and so then I'd be like, God, she found him, and those first 2 spots are probably like the easiest 2, which is why you steal those 2.
They're the
So he's gotta be
diversion.
like, crap. So
I
he's
know
like,
where
gotta,
all of them are, but I'm making you
100%.
think. Only where
100%.
the easy ones.
And so you just hear like clanking of metal moving around, like big heavy chests moving around as he's just picking stuff up. And he
I
comes
just look
back
at
out.
the other 3 and hold up a third bag. And just wink. He'll never know which stash it was.
All right. Thank you, sister, for that workout. Shall we all go get rip-roaring drunk?
Yes.
Kosis, you're my best friend. That's why you're my best friend. Let's go.
So yeah, stepping in, it's your typical tavern atmosphere. There's, a low bit of conversation going on, a small handful of townsfolk sitting up at the bar. There is one dwarf sitting in just like the far back of the room by himself, oddly much more nicely dressed than anyone else in here. And it's would be pretty apparent to probably all of you that as soon as you step in, you are all getting glares from most of the occupants of the tavern.
I glare back at them.
I smile and wave.
I think.
just me glaring, and I'm the human.
Correct.
And everyone else is just like,
I think Srainer will probably pull his cap down a little bit over his ears, and then, but just also start to wave next to his sister. Is anyone glaring at the dwarf though?
No.
I'm gonna go sit next to the
Is
dwarf.
he glaring at us too?
Nope,
Yeah.
he's minding his own business. Oh, I didn't ignore those.
Yeah, so I'll start go sitting with the dwarf. If anyone
You would
wants to join.
hear the barman, older, kind of portly gentleman, just fairly large in stature from lots of manual labor his entire life, just calls out to you. Humans are welcome at the bar. Rested in the back.
Even for a friend like me, a trader and merchant of fine wares and stories.
I don't care who you're a friend of. Non-humans in the back.
Last time
see.
we had to sneak our way into the kitchen.
That's right.
I see that we have a friend, our friend here, and we'll kind of gesture to the dwarf sitting. I was just going to join him.
Good.
Is he in the
Need any
back?
drinks? Let me know.
Is the dwarf in the
Yes,
back?
please.
Dwarf is in the back, yeah.
Bottle of something
Okay.
and a straw.
Let's start
We're having food.
pouring some drinks for you all.
I'm gonna go up to the bartender to, to argue. And I'm gonna, or whoever it was it the bartender that was
Yeah.
saying where people have said, yeah, I'm gonna go up to where he is, because I imagine we're kind of talking from further away, so I go up to him, and I'm gonna I'm gonna say, actually, I think I want to try. So I have intimidation as a skill.
Ooh.
I think I'd like to try to roll first, and then that'll determine what I say.
By all means, go for it.
I love that.
Okay. All right. So let's do this.
Oh,
it's a 20.
shit, yeah.
3.
Glad one of us can do something in this group.
I think I just roll my sleeves up, and I go up and I kind of put my hands on the bar, and I just say, those people that I walked in with are my friends,
Good for you.
and I would do anything to protect my friends.
Good for you.
And I am a doctor, but well, I actually didn't take any kind of oath or anything when I became a doctor that I wouldn't use that information to hurt people. And I think I just kind of point to a vein here and
Look,
and I kind of just start naming parts of his anatomy that would be the easiest places to kill him.
look, I am telling you this for not only your good, but so I don't have another fight in my damn tavern.
I'll
Just
make
kind
sure
of,
there's no fights.
Looks over at the patrons who are glaring back at your friends. None of them are glaring at you, of course.
Mm-hmm. I think I just say listen, I can make sure that there aren't any fights, because I know where all their parts are too.
Fine. Fine.
And I just turn around and just mean mug. It takes a long time, because I just look at each individual person who's glaring at my friends and glare at them.
I mean,
And I think a couple of them I'm just like scurvy. Like I'm like also like diagnosing them.
you are clearly very physically capable fighter, just from looking at you. They would pretty immediately back down.
Yeah, and then I go back over to everyone else. I'm like, we can sit wherever we want.
Oh, that's great. Thank
The
you.
Dwarf
You're my
would
best friend.
kind of hearing this conversation, as I think some of you went to, walked that direction. Don't worry about them. They're harmless. Just gonna give you some dirty looks as long as you're here. Wait, what are you doing here?
Just traveling. Just enjoying the sights, one can say, of this beautiful, and like looks out the window, I'm sure, to see something not beautiful area. And as we are a band of friends, and I myself am a merchant, just trying to learn and trade and learn.
Do correct me if I'm wrong. Judging from your weapons there, I should ask, you know how to swing those things?
She definitely does, and she definitely does, and he definitely does, and she definitely does, and I can.
You, I'd pay you a little bit if you wouldn't mind doing something for me. It's not gonna ask you to hurt anyone.
No. That's fine. That's good, actually. We're good at that, too. It just depends on how much you'd be willing to pay.
25 crowns to my name, fortunately. Most of it went to buying a damned house that I can't even set foot in.
Well, great. Our charge is 22 crown. So,
Call it 25 and throw you a party once I can get into my own house.
what's wrong with your house? And we may accept that. We just need to know what we're getting into.
I said I can't step in it. There's something in it. A ghost, a specter, something. As far as I know, it's already killed once. No one's willing to go close enough to tell me what's wrong with it.
And I'm assuming no witch. What'd you say, Taylor?
So who did they kill? You said it killed once? A ghost?
There's a guard in town. Decided to be brave, grow a pair, and go step in and see if he could handle it. Haven't stepped in myself, but rumor is that he didn't come back out.
Could be a squatter.
Could be. I saw some strange things in that house.
That. All right. When you're a friend, so let me talk with my other friends. Do we
Yes,
want to
friend.
do this?
I like parties.
25 crowns is like a little. I want to help him, but that's not a lot.
There's a party. Think of all the people you could meet, and what would you call it? Throwing the net. Throw the net on. Network.
Network. That
Mhm.
that is a good term.
You
Working
can
the
bring
net.
all those vegetables and you kind of stand outside the party and sell them to people when they come in. We could say the party's like bring your own vegetables,
BYOV,
you
bring your
can-
own vegetables.
but then you have to buy them right before you come in.
Buy your own vegetables.
Yeah, BYOB, buy your own vegetables.
All right, twist my arm. We can help out.
By the looks, how many people have scurvy here? They could use some veggies and such.
Yeah,
Can
I
I?
count at least 3.
That's so stupid.
Just
I'm
probably
supposed to
both.
pull out a lime and just throw it at one of the people. An offering, he tosses it as he throws it.
suppose while this is happening, anyone that even takes a moment to glance around, you would see that there is a table with some gambling going on, some dice poker, and anyone that would
I love
like
that.
to, you're welcome to roll an awareness check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, I have to.
Oh. I'm distracted by the gambling.
I'll roll that.
I
That
don't know if
was-
I have gambling.
Oh no.
We got 2
That was
fumbles.
0.
Dorian and I are
Nice.
just counting how many people have Scurvy.
I'm also glaring too much. So like I'm like focused on what my expression looks like. I'm not focused on what I'm seeing.
Srainer, like, gets like crown eyes. All of a sudden, it's just like, ooh, what's going on over here?
Well, anyone that rolled at least a 14 would pick up the very distinct scent of roasting mutton, kind of mixing in with the scent of the ale. Trainer,
Mhm.
you pick out a few extra details about the dwarf himself.
Hmm.
For someone that's, in a town like this, surrounded by mostly low wealth, townsfolk, he's definitely trying to dress down, but even in an attempt to dress down, you can see signs of immense wealth.
Mm.
Markings of where jewelry has probably sat for his entire life that he's taken off to, appear less wealthy. Just the fabric that he's wearing, you can tell just the fabric alone would fetch quite a bit. He comes from a lot of money.
Okay. Good to know. All right. Good friend. I see there's a gambling table over there. So I think my friends and I are going to go over there. And I think we'll help. But I do have another condition.
Sure.
As you can see, and he'll like stand like this. I am no idiot. And
Should hope
you
not.
He's so smart.
are no, thank you, Kosis. And you are no poor man.
Safe
I think you
assumption.
can do better. You can do better than 25. We want to help and we want to be a part of this party. We have this idea with vegetables. It's great. But 25 is not enough. This is a witcher's job and we're happy to help. But we need more than 25. And I think you have more than 25 to offer.
Thing is, I do. Quite a bit more.
See?
But it's in the house. And I'm not setting foot in that house as long as whatever's in there is killing folk.
That's totally fair. So, how much do you have in that house? So, and you don't need to pay us all of this now, of course, you don't have it. But once we help you, we can agree upon a price after.
If you can do it without wrecking my house, I might have some items that belong to my family that I'd be willing to part with. Those of the magical persuasion.
Oh, I like that a lot.
I am magically persuaded.
So then let's get this in writing. So he's going to take out his onion again, peel a layer. What is your definition of wreck?
No damage to the property that can't be fixed with a few hours of hard work.
Few hours. Okay.
Okay, that's all right. Perfect. Thank you. And then
For one person or few hours for a team of people?
yes, a team of people I've written down already on my onion skin. So sorry.
Just
Next
keep the
one.
damage to a minimum.
Okay, good to know. And then a few items will be exchanged on top of the 25 gold. Few magical items, and you'll see a little carrot. Magical
Items, yes.
Okay, great. And he's going to write really, really small up to trader's discretion. And then, all right, here you go. I've signed it. I'll hand this to you once the thing is done, and once you sign it, we'll start. We'll be happy after gambling.
Wait, don't we sign it before we do the job?
That's what I did. I sign it and he signs it, and then I give it back
Oh.
to him once we're done.
Oh, you get the
The
contract
receipt.
back. Okay. I get you. Okay.
This is a particularly large onion, by the way. It's probably this big. So I can fit that.
I'll
I
take a
think.
sheet of paper, put it back.
Yeah, paper exists, I believe, in The Witcher.
It does.
Not for us.
We're just
We're
not-
definitely
We're not
good.
that good of merchants.
No, we save the paper for trading. We keep onion skins for ourselves. It's like Post-it notes.
Yeah.
Well, the dice dice poker. Anyone that would like to play, the table itself, they're willing to match up to 30 crowns
Oh,
for everyone that would like to stay and gamble.
sister. Do you want to gamble or do you want me to gamble?
Oh, I want to. Should I? I don't think so. I don't think I have a skill to do it. Is there gambling in this game? I know there isn't.
There is a gambling.
Yeah.
There is.
I will gamble if
Which haven't-
you give me back those pouches you took from me.
What pouches?
You know what pouches. The easy pouches.
Oh, there's just like rocks.
All right, there was, I think, 2 missing. This is one full of rocks.
Huh.
Do you
They're
have any
fancy
other
rocks.
ones? Okay. That's my game. That's my trick. Fine.
Yeah,
I'll gamble.
you know how it feels.
I'll sit down with my sister menacingly standing above me.
Menacing.
Yeah. Give me,
Anyone else want to join? Kosis? Anyone? Kosis?
No, the dice are small. They're hard to see.
That's right.
See about the
Okay.
table.
Okay. All right. All right. So, anyone else want to gamble with me, or is it just me? Should I take all these?
I don't have any ability in gambling.
You can always roll just with a +0.
Oh yeah. For sure. I won't, but one could.
All right.
Well,
While they're
everyone that
doing
would
that,
like
I can
to,
open the door.
I do need a gambling roll, and we'll see how it goes.
Can I keep an eye on if other people are cheating while my friends are
Yes.
gambling?
Yeah, an awareness roll, please.
Okay.
I'm not going to use my luck now. That seems ill-advised.
What is the
Yes,
diff-
Ooh,
Oh.
it's not great. That's okay. That's fine. It's not bad.
12.
It's not bad. I first saw Dorian's crit fumble as a 0, and that worried me.
Yeah, bring it up again. What's the difference between awareness and human perception, by the way?
Awareness is like visually taking in what's around you, where human perception is like seeing if someone is lying to you.
Oh, okay. I'll roll awareness then.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Ooh, yes. No, you're not seeing any signs that anyone is cheating. It's
Even Srainer.
well,
Not yet. No. Not yet.
you would go through a few rounds, kind of your luck kind of ebbing and flowing, but by the end of it, by the time that the table is starting to clear, you would find yourself 30 crowns richer.
I love this. Okay. Yes. Well, thank you, good friends, for giving me your coin. I hope to have a wagon full of items ready for you in the future
They
to
have
spend more gold with me.
already started to get up and just like,
You'll get a special discount for your generous donations today. Don't worry. The discount won't be. And yeah, so that's my character is basking and glowing and going back to hide his money piles.
fair enough.
Peeking through the windows.
Just a
Not that I
giant
was
hole
doing
in
that,
the.
I think I would have Yeah, I would have liked to have spoken to our patron and ask a little bit more about whatever it might be in the house to see if it rings any bells for something that I've read in the past.
Yeah, I mean, he'd mostly tell you what he had heard. The reason that the house went for auction was because the house was haunted, and rumor has it that someone died in that house recently, so no one else is willing to go near it. But yeah, do you have monster lore?
No, we're thinking education.
Sure.
I do have monster lore. Can I still be sitting at the table and just kind of listening in? I'm not like actively
Absolutely, yeah.
participating, just listening.
Yeah.
And I say by I do, I mean I put 1 point in it, so I could make the roll.
That is a 31 and a
Don't need me.
22. Wow.
Hey, we should have gambled after all.
These crits. Even just a very short conversation about what he has seen, the rumors that people have mentioned about this place. You, between the two of you, you're putting together that it probably is some kind of specter creature. And with a 22 monster lore, this is likely a wraith.
Okay.
It is one of the only specter types that are actually connected to dead people, humans and non-humans. A specter is a spirit of someone who died in either a terrible circumstance or with unfinished business. They cannot be banished by the usual methods. Most specters need to be killed and sent back to the realm of the dead, but those tied to a curse or unfinished business need that curse lifted to move on permanently. Those of you at the gambling table would hear about the town's troubles, on the other hand, where sheep have just been going missing, and no one knows why.
Can I use like do they have like a conversation or just kind of a charisma to get information from them, or
About the
any
sheep?
sort of persuasion maybe?
About the sheep?
Tell more. Yeah, about the sheep, or like details, like where is it happening? Is it happening by the house?
Don't even have to roll. It's kind of happening from all over. Sheep have just started disappearing, and so people have been taking their sheep that are usually out in the pastures and locking them up in barns, in places where they're safer. They don't expect that they would ever get the sheep back in from wherever they are. They assume they're dead. They just want it to stop happening.
Okay.
Have the sheep's been going have the sheep been going missing from barns as well, or when they put them in the barns then they're not going missing?
Just when they're out in the pastures.
Okay. I think I'd like to ask, while I'm kind of like keeping an eye on people at the gambling table, but just to try to like seem like I'm just like making conversation, so it's not weird that I'm just standing here looking at people. But I would like to ask, like describe the merchants that we ran into and like ask if they were in this town or if anybody met them. And just kind of be like, oh yeah, we ran into these merchants and like they seemed kind of odd.
Yeah, asking enough people, you probably find someone that go, yeah, I remember folks like that. I did get an odd feeling about them, but they were perfectly nice, so...
Oh, yeah, they were super nice. I guess that's what's kind of weird, though, right? Because, I mean, I'm mean. I'm, like, super mean. Most of the people that I meet are mean. So, that was part of the thing that I thought was strange.
Guess every once in a while you gotta find an odd duck.
So, how long ago was it that you saw them? That they were here?
Yesterday?
How long have the sheep been going missing for?
Couple weeks, couple months maybe.
Lots of odd happenings. The world these days.
Strangest thing. Where's the Witcher when you need one, am I right?
I know I would. Can't tell you how many times I've wished that we had a Witcher with us, but oops.
Looks back at our GM conversation about no one taking a Witcher.
It's in the name of the game.
But yeah, you, of course, are welcome to sit and talk for as long as you'd like. You can get a room, even, or if you'd like to head out in the evening hours, you're welcome to do that too.
You did with the wraith, did it particularly have like, is it like ghosty, like, oh, it's gotta be dark outside, or are they just like always pretty rampant?
It's...
Is it a noon wraith? Night wraith?
Without seeing it, would be hard to tell what kind.
Okay. What? So gambling has passed.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Emily, where's Emily? She come back?
Somewhere in the town.
Cool. I'm going to scope out the house.
Okay.
Does anyone want to join me? Just scope it. Just look at it.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
I think I might go like split off, assuming that like the wraith information has been shared with the group about like that it's a wraith and what they're like. I might split off and see if I can talk to people about, because I'm a human, so they might be more like willing to talk to me.
Sure.
To see like information about like if like someone died recently under like bad circumstances or anything like that, to see if we can figure out, because if it's a curse or unfinished business, then we might have to like fix that part of it. So trying to figure out like what this is, like, you know, the first half of an episode of Supernatural.
I mean, other than the owner of the mansion, not really. 4 weeks ago, Dominique of Tretigor did formerly inhabit the manor, but in untimely death, with no real answers as to how it happened. No one really looked into it, so it's entirely possible that that could be him.
Okay. So there's no, like, in what people are saying, it doesn't seem like the previous owner was killed by this wraith, or it's like still kind of open.
No, before Dominique died, there was no rumor of this place being haunted.
Okay. Yeah, I'll convey that to people whenever we meet back up, but I'm assuming while they're looking at the building, I'll be kind of like going around talking to people.
Okay. Well, we are just about break time, so why don't we hit a break, come back, explore the manor, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen while we do so.
Yeah.
Of course not.
But why would
Yeah,
anything
that would be
matter?
Why would that
crazy.
even happen?
I
It's
don't
The
have-
Witcher. It's super safe.
I don't
Super
have a
happy.
battle map. That would be ridiculous.
That's great.
Okay.
Anyways,
Fun.
give us just a few minutes, give everyone a chance to stretch our legs, grab a drink, do what we gotta do, and we will come right back with the second half of this adventure. We'll see you soon. And welcome back. Where we left off, we'd been given a few leads on some odd occurrences going on in this town. One being a haunted house, which, I mean, you gotta go investigate a haunted house. By law, you have to, I believe. Also, there's been some missing sheep. Seems like a lower priority on the priority scale, but you never know. And did some gambling, found out that the people in this town are kind of racist, which sucks, but maybe you can rob them for all their money. And it kind of, you know, pick up some music. There we go. Oh no, that's combat music. We don't want that. We got some creepy music. So,
No lighthearted music.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, just
Not
like normal
today.
music for an
I feel like it just needs to
town.
be Benny Hill.
That's fitting.
Honestly.
well, it wouldn't take you long to get to the other side of town, where you would see a fairly large 2-story manor sitting by itself. Beds of flowers left to die. It looks like a small orchard, unfortunately, left to die. The entire estate left to disrepair, as it's been more or less abandoned. There's no guards or anything to stop you from just walking up to the front door. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes watering the plants real quick, and then we can continue on.
I'm going. Never mind. I'm going to be judging my sister's watering technique and being like, no, that's oh, you're over watering. Oh, stop that. You're just going.
Who's the dryad here, Mister?
Well, you're drowning this petunia, so.
Or the water bucket in his face.
He has no idea. He just keeps saying that.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Do we hear any ghostly, ghastly noises?
There's not a single noise coming from this house other than the occasional creaking of just the building.
Is there anywhere to peek in?
Yep, plenty of windows. The building itself
Anything
is
interesting?
mostly furnished. Everything is covered in a thick layer of dust.
Is the fruit still fresh? Just kidding.
You can't really see the kitchen from here, but judging by the state of everything else, probably not.
Does anyone like cabbage?
Depends what you do with it.
Raw cabbage. All right, no fighters. He's just gonna throw it inside the house and just see what happens. No, you know what? He's gonna go to the front door. He's gonna open the front door, not stepping inside, and then roll the cabbage inside.
Yeah. How much health do you have? I'm messing with you.
Not a lot.
You open the door, throw the cabbage in, and it hits. A puff of dust comes up, and it just kind of rolls until the cabbage itself is just a ball of dust.
What time of day is it?
If you'd gone straight there after gambling, you're probably early evening.
Should I go get the
Well-
cabbage?
Sorry,
Sorry,
late
what did you
evening.
say?
Late evening. The sun has since set.
Okay. So the sun is okay.
Yeah, the sun is down.
Would you like me
Wow.
to go get the cabbage?
You're my best friend. And I think by you going inside at night could
Mhm.
be bad for you.
Oh,
Unless you really love cabbage.
no.
In which case you didn't speak up. If you loved cabbage, I wouldn't have thrown it.
No, it's not like onions.
We'll get the cabbage. Don't worry though. We will just need to wait.
Okay.
Or we can go together, I guess, to get it. If the
Okay.
sun's down and nothing's happening.
I imagine the
Wait,
ghost
go
doesn't
back to
hang
that.
out at the like entryway, because then you'd get scared off before it can get you.
Yeah, that's I guess a good point. But
Any
Grace?
like magic things we can do to make sure we don't get like possessed by a ghost or not
that's
thrown
a good
out a
question
window?
for our sorceress.
Yeah.
Suppose I could listen in and see if I hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works for me.
All right. Let's do that. Tell them.
Is your character's name Elir or Ilir?
Earlier.
Elir. Oh, Elir. Okay, excuse me. Sorry.
You just focus to drown out all these thoughts around you from all your friends, and you're listening. Nothing.
No. It'd be a good place to take a nap. Quiet.
I don't. You're probably good at it at this point, but I feel like if you're actually listening to our thoughts, there's a lot of Srainer
I'm not
thoughts
listening to
going on.
yours.
Okay.
I don't want to hear yours.
Learned a lesson quick with that. Don't want to be in there.
A good place to take a nap.
Forever.
Forever now.
Is there like a back door that we can see, or like a basement?
I mean, there's plenty of windows. It's, as far as doors go, this looks like it's the only like main door. But if you want to take a few moments to just do a stroll around the house, you certainly could.
Yeah, I would if possible. I'd just like to see if there's any exits or cellars or anything kind of adjunct to the or next to the.
In kind of like the back corner of the house, you would find what's probably like a staff door.
Oh, okay. I'll open up that door.
Yeah. Staring in.
Do I see the cabbage from that door?
You cannot. The house is pretty big.
Oh, okay.
It is also pitch black.
I'll throw another cabbage.
Cabbage hits with a thud, bounces off a wall, rolls for a few moments, and then you hear thud, 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 as it starts rolling downstairs.
Okay. I'll go back to the main group. So, I found that there's a side entrance. It's very dark over there. It's very dusty. I'm sorry, Kostas, we lost another cabbage. But I did find that there are stairs leading downstairs. And in my experience, bad things happen downstairs.
Or attics.
Or upstairs. Or upstairs. Main level
Rarely
5.
ground floor.
You're,
Yeah,
you're
rarely
the ground floor. You're totally good. So I think we can retrieve this first cabbage and slowly investigate. And then we go to the dark, creepy basement where we're probably going to get attacked by something.
All right.
Is there anyone up for
I
that
mean, do we
plan?
really need the cabbage back?
Kostas really wants this cabbage. So I think we should get it. We can also resell it for a lot. So
Seems like a waste to leave it.
A bruised cabbage. Fetch a pretty
This-
penny.
the second cabbage may be a lost cause, but if we can save this one cabbage, it's worth saving.
The second cabbage was. Yeah. Do you like to step in?
Yeah, I'll step in first.
I do have a lantern. So
I'm muted. I was being a shitty sister and no one could hear me but myself.
Oh,
I say, don't die as I shut the door behind him for a moment. And then I open it like, I'm just kidding.
Miffy, is Dorian back with us at this point or not yet?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Is Dorian back with us at this point?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I was thinking, yeah, if you took 10 minutes to water the flowers and then walked around the whole house, I think probably I come right before you're about to go in.
Just hear about this dark, creepy basement.
Yeah, I hear your theories about what levels are safe and not. And I will really quickly let you know the person who died here, Dominic of Tretagor, and say like, yeah, maybe if we just kind of go around and are calling for like Dominic Or not. Maybe we should avoid calling for them. I don't know. But that might be who the wraith is.
Were they
Hmm.
nice?
Full title.
Do you
Probably not.
Dominique
They are
Mechanic
murdering people.
Donalise Cardinal.
of Tritigor?
Of Critigor.
A house like this must have a safe. Maybe there's something.
The last one
important.
did. Good brain.
But I think wouldn't the stuff belong to, not that I really care that much, but the stuff would belong to the guy that we're working for, right?
Oh yeah. We'll
Yeah,
find
he
it
is
as a
supposed to
backup.
pay us out of that
Yeah.
save.
We'll give him the old seller special if something happens.
High five.
So,
I
Serena,
was thinking,
stepping through the door.
Yeah, I stepped through the door after I give a high five about murdering a man in a cellar.
Your cabbage did continue on. Move you on up. The rest of you following, or are you sticking outside?
I follow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kozis. That's why you're my best friend. That's why you're my best friend too.
You are
Okay, look, the best friends are really leaning very heavily on Kosis that I think now he's actually your best friend and the rest of us can just...
No, you're my best friend and you're my sister, I guess. But Kozis is my
Yeah.
best friend too.
Well, you're all free to move your tokens in. As Serena,
Yeah.
stepping through, reaching for that cabbage, you would see off to your left the body of the guard that probably came in to investigate the house.
Doc, it looks like there's a dead person in here, and it looks to be like that guard. Can we maybe take a look at him?
Yeah. I think I look a little like annoyed. First, you're telling me just like that's a dead body, like maybe I wouldn't know. But, and I say yes, I actually can do this perfectly. And I'll look at the body. I think maybe this would apply. I have a +0 to it, but I do have the ability of diagnose. I don't know if this exactly applies. When able to look over a wounded person or monster, a doctor can roll diagnose at a DC determined by the GM. If they succeed, they assess any critical wounds the subject has and learn how many health points it has left. I would assume 0. Normally, it's like kind of to try to help you heal the person. So I don't know if it would work to figure out how someone died.
Delilah saying goodnight.
No, it's your baby.
Yet no roll required. This individual was very clearly cut down by, and I think, especially being a professional like you are, you would be able to tell these are wounds from a fairly large bladed weapon, like a longsword.
I think I point at like the obvious like sword injuries, like the various ones, and I'm like, okay, so this one, judging by the angle of the incision and the bleeding, looks like it was a wound, a fatal injury from a long sword. But this one over here, judging by the depth of it and what the wound looks like, it looks like this is a fatal blow from a long sword.
Oh.
This one over
Each time he'll say claws.
yeah.
But didn't the wraith
Yeah,
kill
my
him? Does the wraith fight with a sword? I feel like
Individual certainly could have been killed by a wraith if a wraith were to use a bladed weapon.
yeah.
That's coming out of Dorian's mouth.
Yeah, of course.
I just like assume, you know, it's like ha, and they just like go at you, not like ha.
Any of you that would like to, you're welcome to roll some awareness as we do a little exploration of this first floor.
What was our ghost name again?
Well, the guy that died was Dominique Mechanic Donalise Cardinal of Tritigor.
That's like the dead guy at our feet, or the
No.
one that we're guessing
That-
might be.
Yeah,
This was just a town
that was the one
guard.
murdered.
His name is Mike.
Mike, fucking Mike. Too bad.
Rip
took me
Mike.
too young.
That's my husband's name.
It's spelled.
I better go check on him.
Do you have long swords in your house?
There's a wraith that haunts my apartment.
They're good as long as it doesn't use a longsword, though. You're fine.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
All of you would find that the objects around this level of the house, it's decently nice things that you would expect in a manor, but nothing of really any consequential value. Anyone that rolled at least a 14 would find tucked away in one of the shelves a handful of sketches, like charcoal sketches. They all seem to be of one feminine figure, an individual named Sylvia.
The guard that the body we found was human, right?
Human, yeah.
Okay.
Is there a weapon next to him, like a long sword or anything?
Nope, no weapon. What else did we get? We got 22, Strainer, yeah. Strainer and Dorian out here with those good awareness rolls. Tucked away in like one of just kind of like a knick-knack shelf, you'd find a small pouch with 40 crowns.
Imagine we were both like reaching for it at the same time.
Dorian would be like, after you, as he's still continuing to grab it, just hoping you take a moment to pause.
Yeah.
Specifically Strainer, you'd find it looks like a journal belonging to our good friend Dominique. The latest entry being about how someone named Luke was refusing to sell his land. But Dominique had mentions that he has a plan.
Did we get the dwarf's name? I feel like I would have gotten it. If I wrote up a
You
contract, I feel
did,
like I would have gotten the dwarf's
absolutely.
name.
That was Mikhail. Mikhail.
Okay. I don't know. Can I put together, because we know it's a wraith.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know if I know that. That's I think Dominique may be here, or may have been murdered here, to cause the wraith to be here. So this may be Dominique's wraith. No, can I deduce that? Should I roll deduction or something?
I mean,
Monster lore?
you are welcome to deduce away. I wouldn't say
Okay.
that you found anything concrete enough to say one way or the other.
Okay. Oh, 27 with a crit.
It would
Projection.
certainly make sense. The timeline
Oh.
matches up. As far as unfinished business goes, someone dedicated to buying plots of land, if something were to happen to the sale, it could be considered unfinished business.
Hmm. And also this Sylvie character may factor in somehow. We can keep exploring.
There is another floor as well as a wine cellar.
Oh,
We
so
got what we came for. Let's go.
let's split up. It's easy peasy. No.
Yeah.
I say let's go upstairs first, and then the creepy wine cellar. Everyone in agreement? Kostas, how are you doing? I got the cabbage, buddy.
Sweet. Then I am good.
Can I? I'm gonna go hand the cabbage to you.
It is a dust ball. All right.
This is good.
We are headed up
Yeah,
to the
and then-
second floor.
Sister, do you want to lead this time?
Oh, sure.
Great. Don't die.
There's no door to shut this time.
Fuck.
I push him down the stairs. Just like, when he gets about 2 steps up. Not enough to cause another wraith.
That's how we fight a wraith. We bring our own wraith.
I got the shit out of you. I hope you know that, sister.
BYOW.
Stepping up the stairs.
This is gonna be a rager later.
You're seeing very similar decorations. You're also seeing that the path kind of branches off to various bedrooms, bathrooms. Looks like there might be an office up here as well. If anyone wants to make awareness, go for it.
Sure.
Oh, I was gladly.
Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I
Awareness.
31. Damn.
Okay.
We've either it's 4 goes 7. What do you have a -4? Wait, why do you have a -4?
My eyes aren't good.
Oh, that's right. You're a waggy.
If it's regarding scent or hearing, I don't have the -4, but I just assume we're looking around.
Yes.
Oh no. We need to get you some glasses. I think I definitely am looking over and like occasionally I'll like hold up a little like that's like doctor like eye chart things to try to figure out your prescription.
Sometimes we just look over at him. He's just staring at a wall. Like,
It's so dark. You're so short. Okay, sorry.
Well, doing just a little bit of exploring, you would find what would be an office. The moment you step in, you are hit by the scent of a rotting corpse. And you would see a figure in that chair right there, dead. Do any of you have a light source on you?
yes.
Okay.
I brought a
I'm
lantern.
sure I
Just
have
like whatever the traveler's pack came with a
torch.
thing. Yeah.
I probably have a torch in my bag too. That's something.
You would immediately notice that this body looks like it was torn to shreds by a wild animal. And as we step in,
downstairs.
there's a screech that just fills the house. The room
It's
gets
upstairs. Nothing bad happens
immediately
upstairs.
cold. You can see your breath.
Oh.
And a figure will come just gliding through the wall towards you, blade in one hand, shattered lantern in the other. I'm going to let you all put yourselves where you would like in this room, and then I'll reveal whatever the heck it is just came in.
Where's the dead body? Can you ping it again?
Right there in the chair.
Okay.
With a 30-something on your awareness.
Damn, Dorian and Lucian.
You would see a handcuff, a bloody handcuff on the table, not connected to the corpse.
Oh.
Music is still super loud. Damn.
Where do I want to be? Did I leave that? No.
Alright. Everyone's good with your positioning?
I think so.
Yeah, sure. I'm digging in this chest. Oh god, no. I'm bad. I don't like it.
Oh.
Let's throw us on some initiative.
Oh, there's so many dice on my screen. Okay. Where-
Moses, even though you can't see anything,
Oh no.
you're at the top of initiative.
All right.
Well, you were. Sorry, I should have mentioned that it automatically rolls initiative for everybody.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, sorry, I rolled initiative too.
No worries. There you go. That should be fixed. Kosis. Everyone else seems to be reacting to something. Look up, look around the room. And there certainly is some kind of spectral figure that has just glided its way into the room, weapon at the ready, getting ready to strike down at Dorian.
Oh, we don't like that.
Did we all think that Dorian can't see, but really they just see in like the spectral realm? Is that like there's just some sort of like sense here?
It's possible.
I feel like you could probably smell magic.
That's probably it.
In the room,
Narcosis.
of course.
I mean, I can just try and stun
what
it.
you got?
Right? I think I don't know if my spell will work on incorporeal things or not. So I'm gonna
That's
try
fine.
and use the cursed illness spell on it. Where's my character sheet? Let's get that spell casting roll.
As soon as we enter, this is to break the tension a little bit. As soon as we enter the body, if there's a mangled dead body, I go, Doc, there's a dead body over there.
And that's why I'm next to it. So it's your fault.
That
It's
does
your fault
succeed
that I'm
with a
right next to
16.
the wraith.
All right. Then it is stunned.
Fuck
And
yeah.
it will remain stunned until it can make the endurance roll to beat me. To beat that 19.
It is going to shift. The moment that spell hits, and its body just starts to kind of flicker in and out, becoming more or less incorporeal to physical effects.
Got him.
Say incorporeal or corporeal?
Incorporeal. But, yeah, the spell does seem to have hit. I think that brings us over to Elir.
Right. I'll see me hold a hand up with fire starting to grow on the tips of my fingers. Then I'll go, oh, no, we have to keep this intact. So I'll throw Rayley, which is an ice spell at it.
Nice.
Creates a thick layer of ice around the target and treats it as frozen if it can be frozen. If used on a non-living target, they can't be manipulated or moved.
Interesting. Yeah, roll your magic check.
Alright.
Oh, heck yeah.
21. Just launch out to that wave of magic, which goes through it, hits the wall, and just freezes a chunk of the section in place. It does not seem like it can physically be interacted with at the moment.
Quick clarification. Remind me of what they look like feminine, masculine. I'm trying to place them to
Body
some of the
or
names
the-
that we made. The wraith.
The wraith itself is just this rail thin, ghostly figure.
Okay, so no like wearing a dress or like.
It has tattered
Has a cute bow.
clothes, but nothing really that would tell you any defining features.
Does it have a sword
Is
in its
its
hand?
face frozen as well?
It does have a sword and a lantern.
Sword and lantern,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
So part of the creature is stuck in the wall. Is
Should
its
have.
face?
So
Hmm.
to give you some mechanical explanation, it negates that initial attack, and nothing can interact with it until its next turn. It is basically
right. So
intangible.
Arak can walk up and poke the body
Ooh.
and see if there's any reaction, if it
Oh,
screams or
It would
the body
scream, yeah.
the shredded body.
It would absolutely scream again.
When
Ooh.
we poke the shredded one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they're friends.
What's your speed? Or your movement?
I'm sorry.
Whatever the heck they
That's a
call it
good
in this
question.
game.
I think it.
I think it's speed, yeah.
I think it is.
Run? Is it run?
Oh, it is. So your run is your
18?
total movement, but then your speed is on the right or next to. It's under intelligence, reflex, dexterity, body, speed.
6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if you want to hop over the desk, you could absolutely get up close enough to poke the body. All right. It would help if I actually chose begin combat. The Wraith does not appreciate that at all. It is going to move up over to you. And this is my failings of knowledge of this game. Is there anything like a parting attack opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be a within range melee.
Mhm.
I think it's just one quick attack.
Yeah, and you have to spend the stamina for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to spend 1 stamina, and you can do a quick attack.
It is frozen for 1d10 rounds, by the way.
It was not affected by the spell.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good.
I thought it froze up.
Narratively, your spell went through it and froze the wall behind it.
I see.
Sorry, misunderstood.
No, it's all good. That's why I wanted to clarify.
So I could spend a point of stamina to attack it before it walks away from me. Is that what the question was?
Yeah, I did a quick control find in the rules. I don't see anything.
My attacks aren't very good anyway,
Maybe
so
not.
that's.
Maybe we homebrew it?
You know what?
Maybe it's a monster reaction or something.
I
I remember.
that homebrew rule. So we'll say 3 stamina, and yeah, you can make an attack.
Okay, I'll try it.
Google
God.
says that people are upset that there is no attack opportunity in this game.
That makes sense because there's not any in Cyberpunk, and I think that's why we homebrewed it. Because we're like, but it's more fun to smack them when they walk by.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because there's a reaction to defend, but not to attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I spend 3 stamina and then I roll blades if my weapon's
Yep.
blade, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's
is-
do it.
It is not going to defend, so you only have to hit a DC of 10.
Okay, I got 11.
11.
I'm assuming this thing can't bleed, right? Because my
No,
weapon
it
has the
cannot.
bleeding tag, but that doesn't seem helpful right now.
Not so much.
Okay, what do I do now?
How much damage does your weapon do?
Oh, cool, yeah. I think it's 2d6 plus 2. Oh, I could probably have just clicked on my weapon, I bet.
Probably.
But let's just roll.
Roll
Can
it
I do
again and
this?
see if it gives you the option
Yes.
for rolling
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, I think it does. Oh yeah, I should have done this. All right.
We already know it hit. Yeah, there's the damage button.
Okay, cool.
And it's to the torso. It auto rolls that. That's very cool.
That's nice. Wait, does it say the damage or does it just say
There's the damage button there.
what
you
the
can click.
hit was? Oh, I see. 13?
13. You have any armor, my friend? No, of course the ghost doesn't have armor. And then... Gotcha. The blade just carves into it as it moves over to go and stab the one that dared to disturb the dead body. How dare you? We're gonna hit.
He bought this house and did he just buy the house and then
That's what
boom, there was a wraith, and so he hasn't even got to move in yet?
Oh no!
He said he put his stuff in here.
Yep,
He said
the
my
reason
money
that
is
this
in the
house was up for auction was because people said it was haunted, and he's like, I don't care. This is a cheap mansion. I'm in.
The body's still
But then
there.
he just ignored the dead body?
He didn't get this far. He got like 5 steps
Oh.
in, said, and left.
Okay,
He
okay,
dropped
valid.
his magical items.
We're going to hit you with the lantern attack. Which random location? Yeah, roll it. 18. You like to try to you can try to dodge, you can try to parry.
Please dodge. I see the location is already on there.
It is
Ooh.
aiming towards your head.
Who is this hitting?
Sorry, Elir.
Oh, sorry. It's trying to hit me.
There's a lantern that is swinging towards your head.
All right, I'd try to dodge that if I
Yep,
could.
roll your dodge.
Dodge escape.
Where is dodge?
Escape death's clutches.
19, just barely.
Very nice.
It is going to spend a stamina to just try to take a little stabby stab with the sword. Sorry, 3 stamina.
Yay!
Make a stabby stab with its sword. Right, it is 3 stamina for an extra action.
3 stamina for an attack.
And this is a... Does it have the option?
Is it going to do a heavy or a light?
Don't think enemies get that option.
Oh, cool.
Like,
That's
they
good.
just,
Yeah, I
they
don't
just get
think
the
so.
rate of fire.
Yeah.
Cool.
There we go.
Can I try to block the blow?
That is a 20 to hit your leg. You can. It will cost you 1 stamina to do another defense roll.
Can I try to block it with my staff, or would it be a dodge again?
You can try to block, yeah. It will take... Your staff will take some damage if this is a success. But it's not. The attack is going to go through. Does
But
the staff
for
still
half
take
damage.
Even if the block
That's
fails?
the one I don't remember.
Does
I would
what still
hope
take
not.
damage?
If you
The weapon, like if you were to block, does it still take
No.
damage if you fail? Okay.
No, no. I think if it's a fumble, then that's a problem. But
that is a 14. Do you have any armor on your leg?
I do. Oh, on my leg.
On
Let's
your
see.
left leg, specifically.
I have a double gambeson. I don't remember what that is, and trousers.
I don't think trousers offers anything. Look.
So good job.
should I think they're the basic pant armor.
You're in inventory.
12
Okay.
trousers are 12.
12. So you take 2 points of damage, and then because it's a leg, it's halved down to
Oh,
1
wow.
whole point of damage.
Trousers
Nice.
is 12?
And your
Nice.
left leg
That's at least
armor,
what I have in there. I might have bought fancy ones, but
it's just 12 now. The armor on your left leg is ablated by 1, so it's now only 11. But that's it. Its turn is done. That brings us over to Strader.
Hey, don't do that to my friends. My best friend.
Took a swing with the lantern. Elir ducked, and then it just like stabbed into the leg.
I don't see the grid well here. Can I make it there if I have a movement of 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to hop the desk?
No. I'll throw a knife though, I guess.
Yeah, from where you are, you could at least move up close enough that
To the desk?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
your
throw
knife
a
and just
knife.
chuck it.
Is throwing weapons the weapon? Is that small blades or is
Yeah.
that
Yeah, we determined
Okay.
that throwing just use your normal weapon skill.
okay? Cool.
This should be within a quarter range, so there should be no penalty.
Cool. Small blade. 16.
16. It is going to try to become incorporeal again. We'll see how much that works. And that is... Oh, I rolled the... It didn't matter. It was the same bonus either way, but it should have been spellcasting. 20.
Cool.
This is such an annoying enemy. Your blade just passes through it and just sinks into the wall behind.
It would have been in his mind, it would have been a perfect kill shot if it went through, so it's a bummer.
I like the idea that we see like what mind like it's like he kills the thing and then it goes back to like what actually happened.
Fuck. I don't think I'm gonna throw another one after the last one went through him.
Yeah, probably won't do much.
So I go, sister, can you kill this thing?
Luthien.
And then my turn.
Oh.
My turn will be over. Is Luthien next too?
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Choice.
I told you to not die. This isn't the way to not do that.
I told you not to die, so good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't break a leg? Break a leg? I don't know. Just kill the thing.
Okay, I guess if I have to. I assume, shooting from 2 meters away is not going to work, so I'm going to pull out my swords. And I think I would like to just do a strong attack. Why not? Let's just... Wait, are they incorporeal again?
They're incorporeal at the moment.
Okay, never mind. Hey, remember how I said how I had that flaming thing, my flame potion? I'm gonna throw it on the dead body. Look, I don't know how to break a curse, and I think maybe supernatural, we talked about it. You gotta burn the bones sometimes,
Yeah.
And I feel like just one room catching fire is easy enough for a group of people to fix in a few hours.
And we have Dorian just in case if it does go up.
Ah.
To help put out the fire.
I look
Jesus
irritated. I'm beginning to feel like the mom friend, but I'm not appreciated enough.
You're very appreciated.
The potion will hit, immediately start to spark, and cause embers around the body, the chair, the desk, the carpet, as it is a potion that will splash.
That makes sense.
Yeah. The body is starting to go up in flames, but probably gonna take a little bit before it's fully engulfed.
That's valid. That's valid. If I have like any time left with my turn, I guess did the wraith just seem like they kind of came out of the wall at us?
Like
Like,
it was
just
kind
right
of
there.
patrolling and happened to realize you were there and just popped in for a quick hello.
Cool.
Quick hello.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to. How fast am I? Where's my speed? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just in case the room really starts to catch fire. I don't want to be on this end of it. But yeah, just wanna get ready for her to be really mad at me.
Fair enough. Dorian.
Okay. What I would like to do is try to save some of these papers on the desk from the fire and look at them to see if there's any hints as to what the unfinished business could be.
Okay.
In case destroying the body doesn't work. Like
Which is
just,
very
try to get some clues.
If I can
So I
offer
yeah.
you just a little bit of divine guidance for a moment.
Mhm.
If the body's about to go up in flames, that means that any clues as to what happened to the body are about to go up in flames.
Yeah.
Would you like to make a
I
first
see
aid
where
roll?
it's coming from. Yeah, I actually don't have first aid. I roll healing hand
That's fine.
instead of
Yeah.
first aid. Okay.
This room probably smells great too.
Oh,
Now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It already was good. It's getting better.
Okay, I think
What
I
do
skipped
wraiths
this.
smell like?
dust.
Do they smell
His
good?
dead body.
Or
24.
Oh,
Sadness.
Plenty.
thanks.
Yes, your initial view would say that this individual was just torn to shreds by wild dogs. But the closer you look, you are seeing that the body was partially eaten, but it doesn't really seem animalistic. It's not like
Ugh.
random bites all across its body. It looks purposeful. And then you look a little closer. These bites are too big for a wild dog. Like, whatever jaw did this, it was a sizable jaw. Almost like a very large wolf.
There are wolves.
A goat.
Yeah, I think about the tavern. I start like I'm like a doctor professor, like a doctor school or whatever. I'm like explaining, but like the body is burning. So I'm just like pointing out again. I'm like, and at first glance, you might actually think that this person was ripped apart by dogs, but and I'm like, you know, like with my hands like showing like the mouth that it would have to be, that it's actually a huge wolf. I think that's all the information I'm going to be able to get out of this.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to like use my movement to jump and slide like across the desk away from the body. And hopefully maybe knock some of the papers off so I can
Sure.
look at them later. So I'll move to over here.
Well, the funny thing is that there was a time limit from the moment you all entered the house to when this thing would appear. Ideally, it would have been while you were downstairs and did not have access to the body. But as the body continues to burn, the wraith does scream until its body just kind of fades back. It's clearly not gone forever, but it's gone for the moment.
I did it!
You
so
did
good.
it. You killed a wraith.
Good job, me.
You are wonderful. And so are you, Dorian. So are you, Alier. And so are you, Kosis. You're all my best friends. This is great. And he's going to start putting out the fires on the table.
Yeah. I take my blanket and start.
Oh no, I don't know how to get rid of it.
Oh my god!
I also killed all of you.
I spell again.
We're all in flames.
We're getting sucked into hell.
Let's just
Probably
pretend like
worth it.
that's not a problem.
Also, I'll take the bag of 40 crowns and then hand it back to Dorian and say, thank you for the wise lecture.
Yeah.
Knowledge?
I've been thinking about maybe after all of this, I'm gonna go back to school, except for like teach this time. So I've kind of been practicing on you. So thank you. I have 0 crowns.
Scholarship. Consider it a scholarship donation.
Thank you.
Didn't they all learn this money together? Isn't it all? Why are you?
It's I can give you 40. I just need to go back to the cart. Well, it's
Let's have a discussion.
wait,
about
aren't you
this
loaded? Wait a second.
later. You don't know that.
Wait a second. I don't know that.
Well, this is my scholarship.
I assume the fire is put out,
Okay.
and
I don't know. Let's go back to that page and look.
what pages you had rescued would be various deeds to plots of land around this one, expanding out what would have been, a landscape empire, basically buying out farms. And from what you're seeing, whoever this Luke is, he was kind of the only holdout, and he refused to sell.
Hmm.
Does it
Well-
say where he is? Can we go talk to him?
Wait,
Absolutely
Luke
does.
was the only holdout?
Luke was the only holdout.
The guard.
No, that was Mike.
Mike.
Oh, Mike, sorry. Mike.
Damn it, Mike.
Fucking Mike. Does anyone have forgery? After seeing these deeds,
Mhm.
I'll collect the deeds and I'll kind of have them together and start thinking about penmanship and things like that.
Would the deeds show where Luke lives if he's the only like holdout? Would we
Yep.
be able to figure it out? Okay.
I think now that the beast is fallen, for now, and my
Forever.
sister did it, why don't we go check that creepy cellar? See if that has anything else to offer.
In the
Oh, you're muted. Tay.
It's a good idea. And while we walk there, if like maybe you or any of you wanted to just like put out into words out loud what our story is we're thinking so far, because I definitely know it. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page on who we think and what's going on.
So, Luke.
Mhm.
All right. So Dominic lived in this house,
The
right?
one with the name, long name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominique
I mean, of course.
lived
I
in
knew
this house. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Sylvia is
Mhm.
involved.
Sylvia's a
Question
person.
mark.
Oh, we
Is a
just
person
know
involved.
that's a person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. There's charcoal paintings of that person.
Yes.
We know
That's
that.
romantic.
Does it look like Dominique is trying to buy the land?
Yes, Dominic
And Luke is okay. And
successfully
so
bought quite a few plots
all
of
the land except
would not
Luke's
sell.
plot.
And
Except
then
Luke's.
does this seem to be the plot, part of the plot that he bought and Luke is somewhere else?
Luke's farm is probably a good like 200-ish feet just off the edge of this property.
Are werewolves a thing in The Witcher?
Absolutely, they are.
Mhm.
Okay.
Big
So
issues.
I think Dorian is like, I don't know if this could be what it is, but the bite marks on the body looked too big to be wild dogs. And also all these sheep have been going missing. So I think it might be a good idea to figure out if Luke is maybe, you know,
A wolf spider.
A wolf spider.
oh yeah, a wolf
God.
spider. Well, if he's a wolf spider,
Well, we know there's
they're
no
like this
wolves
big.
because
Yeah.
there was a wolf on the tavern, so that means there's no wolves.
That's true. That's how that
That's-
works.
But
They're
wolf
missing-
spiders
But
are
also,
different.
why would a wolf
And
kill
also
somebody
possibly
in their
tasty.
office? I see what you're getting at.
There was a set of bloody handcuffs on the desk, not attached to the body.
That's right.
Mm.
Mm.
Is there?
I'm glad we're all on the same page now and I can share my knowledge with you all on what's going
Maybe
on.
we should check the basement.
We should
Uh-oh.
check the basement. Is there any? Can we go to the fire hell porta map really quick? Is there anything else up here that we can explore,
I
or can we just go downstairs?
Safe, perhaps.
can in for the sake of time
Okay.
tell you that you certainly could spend some more time exploring the house and the wine cellar. There's not much.
Okay, cool.
Can we
Let's
take
go to the
the bloody handcuffs with us?
Absolutely, you can.
Um.
Are they
Okay.
are they bloody on both sides or just one?
Just one.
Hmm.
Um,
Can I
right.
look at the blood and see if it's human blood?
As a medical professional, I think you'd probably be able to tell that it's human. Yeah.
Yep,
Just-
human blood.
yeah, that's definitely human.
give it a little taste, a little.
No, yeah, I tell Strainer. I don't do that, but I tell Strainer as if I'm still teaching you. I'm like, give this a little taste.
Wait.
You can tell
So
it's
then do
human.
we think that the handcuffs might have been on Luke and then Luke wolfed out, would have got blood on it because then his hands went from human hands to
Mhm. That's what I was thinking. Maybe.
Do the
Sis.
do
That's
the,
why I
the
was thinking
handles look
check the
broken,
basement. Maybe he was locked.
Yes.
or do they look
Maybe
just
the
like
unique lock
okay,
in
they
the
are
basement.
broken?
The bloody side is broken.
So they're broken. So then he busted out and
Mm. Taste the
That could
blood
be
and
it.
see if it tastes like a wolf sister.
no, I would never.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a basis for comparison?
I'm used to this.
Singularity roleplay.
Tasted many a wolf's blood.
Thank you so much for the raid. We heckin' love ya. I'm just gonna throw this out there for no particular reason, but we are like 7 followers away from 1,000. Just no reason. Just saying.
No reason.
things, you know. But seriously, thank you so much. We love you. But yes. So with that in mind, are we gonna go pay this mysterious Luke a visit?
What phase is the moon in?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
that's a really good question.
As
Maybe
Andrew
wait till morning.
tries to remember anything about the moon.
Is it
Yes.
full?
It is not a full moon.
Yesterday was full
Okay.
moon. Really?
Do we think that matters in this world?
Yes. No. Definitely. That's right. That's Trainer's response. That's Trainer's response.
That arcane, was it? Monster lore? Does anyone have that?
Oh, I do have monster
Oh.
lore. I have 3 to it, I think.
Oh, that's much
Okay.
better. than
Yeah,
me.
go for it.
Can we think about the moon as we head down to the cellar?
Sometimes that's all I can think about.
19 monster lore.
19, you've certainly heard things about werewolves, creatures with insatiable bloodlust, humans that can be perfectly nice and friendly, and then the next moment they're ripping your throat out. The initial process does typically start with the rising of the moon, but it's not always the case. There can be circumstances with the curse, but yes, typically it deals with the moon.
Like, do we think that they can change in an instant or like in a couple of minutes, or do you think it's a process?
That is not typically the case where they can just on a whim turn into a wolf, but you never know.
We don't know
Actually,
how long he was held here either, so it could be, let's go talk to him.
All right. Got some nice ambient music back on.
Wait, so as we're just walking across, I'm like, this guy. Of the theory we're working on so far, do we think this guy really was so upset about not buying some land he's a wraith?
No.
What about
Like, there's something more
he
to it.
cheated on Sylvie, and that's why he didn't want to buy the land, and that made him angry because he was a cuckold because of Luke, and he's not buying the land, and he brought him to force him to sign, and he became a werewolf.
I don't
Are you
think that's how you
sure?
become
I
a
think that's a
werewolf.
great. I think that's it, everybody. I think case closed.
Like, if she was the lady of the house, don't you think there'd be portraits of her, not just some secreted away? Right? Just
Yes.
just sketch drawings.
Lou, to answer your question, I think, like, maybe the land wouldn't be enough to turn you into a wraith, but getting ripped apart by a werewolf might be enough. Being
I
murdered.
feel like
That
the
could be
unfinished business is murder back the murderer.
or like expose them or something.
Or what has Dominique done to try to force Luke to sell the land? He could have done something terrible.
They were
Could have
handcuffs.
involved so could have involved the lady.
Or were they fun handcuffs?
I don't think so.
I don't.
There was blood.
Yeah, too much.
Okay,
Typically, you
that's
don't want blood.
And just so we're clear, because I totally knew there was a body before the fire and got a good look, that the wraith and the body are the same person, right?
We
That we
don't
also-
know. I don't
I
think.
will tell
We're
you
just
with
guessing.
the effect that it had from disturbing it, the effect of setting it on fire, I
Yeah.
would tell you that it's probably a pretty good guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, take these pieces of glass and hold them in front of your eyes and tell me what the world looks like.
A or B?
Just magnifying glasses of different width.
The lights got squinty.
Okay.
Oh,
alright. Here,
okay.
That's a good
I'll
start.
take those back. I'll keep working on them.
Are you gonna create bifocals?
We'll see.
But yeah, a quick jaunt over to Luke's farmstead. Of course, being in the middle of the night, it's unlikely you're going to find anyone awake. But even with that in mind, you do see that there are lights on in the farmhouse.
Wait, were we going to the cellar really quick? Or
Uh,
did I miss something?
Yep, just for the sake of time,
Oh, I see.
you are
I see.
welcome to go into the cellar. There's nothing down there.
I steal a couple bottles of wine.
And it's good stuff, too.
All right, I steal more than a couple.
I mean, it's not as good as your amazing...
course. It's you can't even compare those. It's like not even fair.
But yeah, you take a quick jaunt over to the farmstead. You see that there are lights on in the farmhouse. Just odd at this time of night. And then you hear the shattering of glass. And a howl fills the night.
It actually is a werewolf.
What kind
Maybe we should go back.
This actually wasn't part of what we got hired for. I'd just like to mention really quickly. So,
I killed the
yeah. I'm
wraith.
amending this.
I killed it. It's dead. We're good. I did it.
I don't think
Yeah.
you actually killed it, sister. Can you kill a werewolf though?
Yeah. I mean, that'd be fun.
Okay. We're so ill-equipped to fight a werewolf. Okay.
if we get bit by a werewolf, turn into werewolf, right? Is that part of it?
There,
Depends how big the chunk of takeover
there
is.
might
Yeah.
be a certain percentage chance of...
That's just what we need. We really need one of us to be a werewolf.
Please make it straight. Please.
Well,
And our
Um,
werewolf and our werebub will be best friends even more.
Oh.
what would you all like
Uh,
to do?
Can we like locate where it's coming from?
Yeah, it is coming from the farmhouse.
And is it coming closer or farther? Or going farther to us?
If
Or is it,
you're
like,
continuing if you're continuing to move closer and closer, you'd hear that howl. You'd hear what sounds like wood splintering, and then that sound would be getting further away,
Sister, do you have another? Oh, further away?
further away,
Shit.
as
I
if
was gonna
it
see if you had
burst through a
another
door and then started taking off into the night.
Yeah.
Oh, let's search his house.
Okay. Let's go through the hole we just made.
Yeah.
guess
I would
that
like to
be
just
the-
like keep an eye. I wanna like kind of track, see maybe what direction once he's got some distance, and then I'm just keeping lookout because I am not the one to be looking for important things.
You
But
would
monsters.
come face to face with a female figure whose appearance you would immediately recognize from the portraits, from the drawings.
It was.
Oh, hello.
I don't. As Sylvia, like almost covered in blood, scratch marks from the collarbone, like down to her hip, is just
Oof.
trying to stay on her feet.
Doctor,
Oh,
clotting
yeah.
powder.
I'm
I don't know what to do, so I'm just
gonna... Doctor, this is again people
Who
just
are you
telling
all?
me
Wait.
obvious things.
Doc, she's not doing too good.
Yeah, I am gonna rush over to tend to this person's wound.
She's trying to push you off. I don't.
I'm saving your life, damn it!
No, you don't understand. I need to go after him. Please.
I'll
Did
go.
you just
I'll
hear-
go. Where'd he go?
No, you can't hurt him.
Oh.
Scout's honor.
Ah.
My fingers are crossed behind my back.
I'm just gonna follow her in case she needs help too. Talking.
Make persuasion.
I got it. Can I make the persuasion? Because I just butted in.
I think that this has to
Like
be
just
Luthien.
charisma, because I'm just like so
All
charismatic.
right, you got this. I believe in you. You're my sister.
You know, I
I-
almost put points into deceit. That would have been really cool, but I
Is there
didn't.
like, can I give her a +1 or anything for?
Sure, we'll give you a +1 circumstance.
Cool. I have a 1.
15.
14's not bad. but
In
yeah.
her current state, a 15 is plenty. It just
That's
kind
the
of plops
talker
down
now.
in a chair. Please don't hurt him. We've had it under control. I don't know what happened tonight, but he just went berserk. He's never attacked me before.
I would assume so.
Well, usually calms him down or keeps him centered.
There's a song that I sing to him.
What's the song?
It should
Wow.
kind of start humming it in her semi-panic state. Immediately recognize it.
Those motherfuckers were werewolves or something. Okay, anyway. I've heard it. Beautiful song. Tracking. Just taken off.
I try to keep up with her as much as I can.
Who's going and who's staying?
I'm staying at least long enough to try to keep her from dying.
I have some clotting powder.
You'll probably be there for a minute or two.
Okay.
Just to get
Yeah,
it
I also
bandaged
have
up.
thing powder.
I know Vex and Vax are going. Anyone
I'll go
else?
with them.
when
Osis?
Moses, my bud.
when she started singing, could I have picked it up and said,
Absolutely.
like, to see if she recognized that it was the song?
Absolutely.
And I'll say, "This is Luke's song, yeah. This is the one he needs to hear."
Yeah. When we were little, I think his mother used to sing it to him. It always helped calm him down.
And we got her name too, right? We confirmed she's
This is
Sylvia.
Sylvia, yes.
Sylvia. There we go. All right. And I will boot it.
So certainly, if you could beat a werewolf with all of you, you can definitely do it with 4 of you. Yeah,
I'm gonna lullaby.
with Luthien in the lead. What do you think? Wilderness survival. You got any of that?
I do indeed.
Yeah, let's see it.
Ba-da-ba-da. 16.
It's not bad. You're probably gonna get a little diverted every once in a while, but immediately realize that you're starting to lose the trail, correct course, and keep following it off deeper into the woods. And eventually you see that it is headed somewhere. There's a small cave just kind of carved out into that cliff face, and the tracks lead on inside.
What's your speed? Like, how far ahead of me are you?
8.
Shit. Okay, I'm a 6. So I'm probably
fast.
I'm probably just trailing behind a little bit.
What is your run?
And all right, sister, do you have any potions or bombs?
I mean, if you want to have a really good time, yes.
I mean, we may
Useful.
die. We may die. So
Useful. I used my last fire one, but it worked. Clotting powder. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
we'll definitely
Smelling
need that.
salts.
Mm-hmm.
Then a lot of drugs and pheromones. So
Okay.
Pheromones.
I also
Um,
have smelling salts.
there you go. Maybe
All
just
right,
make it
everyone, let's
spooky
get
and
our
make his
uppers in.
senses. That could fuck with his senses, and he's got wolf senses now, right?
Oh, pheromones.
It does, yeah.
Alier, do you have any
What?
sort of way to trap him in a cave, maybe, so we can talk to him without having him run out?
Would I make a wall of it? Let me see.
How
Amongst yourself.
how big is the mouth of a cave?
It's probably about 15 or so feet tall and wide.
Um,
If it's
Chloroform.
helpful, I can try and call for a wolf to help us.
What?
hmm.
Believe it or not, I have a second spell. It's mind-boggling.
What happens if it misfires? Do you become a werewolf?
No, I think it's just more fire.
Let's
I did find chloroform in my list.
okay. So
Got one shot at it because I think I had like 40 coins left and it cost 36, so that was all I got.
if we trap it, did you say a wall of ice out loud,
Yeah,
or is
I
that
think if we
just a
could
meta thing?
put
Okay.
put some
If
twigs
we
up
throw
as a
the
base-
chloroform and then put up a wall of ice, we're just boxing it in to make it pass out. We can maybe try
I
talking to it
do-
first. Maybe
I
it can
do
talk.
need to like touch him though for chloroform. It's not a gas necessarily. It's more a liquid with on a cloth.
But if
I
we
could
close off
wrestle
the
him.
cave, the
What if
air
we
will
use the
just circulate.
pheromones to draw him out?
Oh, we
and
don't
see
want
if-
that. We don't want that. He will be
Actually,
very attracted
maybe.
to us in not a fun way.
Exactly. Not
He's
us.
on the
Not, you
wolf.
don't have to put perfume. Like you can do other things with it.
I think, Dorian, by this point, you'd have caught up.
I'm covered in blood.
And
Talking about turning on a werewolf. It's a mess again.
you'd all hear
Um,
a growl from this wolf creature, assuming that it is a werewolf, assuming that everything so far has been correct. And then you also hear the grunt of something else. You hear something slam against a wall, something just grunt out in pain, as if there were two
Something?
large creatures in there fighting.
It's a bear versus a werewolf.
I think we should just go. I think they've kind of got it handled, guys.
Yeah, like do we do that thing where we just wait for the noise to go from 2 to 1 and then we don't have to fight 2 monsters, we only fight 1?
Yes.
Oh, but what if
Do we
We
know
we
any?
can't let him die, right?
Yeah, do we know any cool people who might be the other person in there? I can't think of anyone cool that we know that we would really care about if they were in there.
Emily.
I'm running. No, I'm not really.
Could I do like maybe another little wilderness survival to see what this if it is like, oh, this is clearly a bear cave, or oh, there's another set of footprints coming in.
Do you have any monster lore?
I do, but my wilderness survival's better. But I can't do monster lore.
This is not a beast.
Okay. Oh, critical 20.
Encountered. Okay, it's not a beast.
Yeah.
Is wolfsbane considered a common plant?
That's a great question. Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane rarity is P, which makes so much sense.
Pretty common.
It's pretty dang common. Why the heck would you have a P on your rarity scale?
Perfectly common.
Shaw, you can find it.
I assume that means uncommon. Like,
Yeah.
not rare, but not exactly common.
It's probably pretty rare.
Pretty.
Pretty rare. Okay. I
Well,
tried.
you're 20. This
Oh, shit.
cave, the sounds that you're hearing, all of this points towards a rock troll.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Sorry,
a creature that is
Troll.
typically employed by people because they are intelligent creatures to a point, to a very low point, but they are intelligent. They can communicate and they can work alongside humans.
I kind of want to see
I
that fight.
say that.
We drill a hole in the cave.
So that rock could probably kill him pretty easily.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
don't want him to kill him.
But I mean, we said we wouldn't hurt him.
Mm.
We didn't say we would save him.
I also
Do
have
we
to
s-
say, if he dies, that is kind of what we were hired for.
Mm-hmm.
Because I bet if he dies, then the wraith will really be gone for good.
Wait, mm.
Where did we find the
Did we ever
charcoal of
find out-
Sylvie?
In the
In-
manor.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
We should kill her?
Oh,
Oh, well, then I shouldn't have stayed back there. She's looking pretty good now.
it's just like, look, not selling land and then dying, like,
Oh.
Why? All right, this is really dumb. But I'm going to go in and check in on the fight and see how everything's going.
Die!
Just to see, like, like, I'm going to try and stealth, like, to be like, who's winning this? To see how much time we have.
Stepping in, no need to roll stealth or anything like that. You are far from the focus.
27 points a day. We don't want to get involved with this.
Yeah, you guys, he doesn't even ask you to follow him. He's just going.
I'll follow, just...
You would see in the very low light of a handful of torches placed along this cave a werewolf, bloodied and battered, that just leaps across, but not towards the rock troll, trying to get past the rock troll. There is a just decrepit, small, old woman looking figure just kind of standing in the back of the cave, just shouting insults at this werewolf who was clearly trying to rip her to shreds, and that rock troll is just trying to stop him.
What are the insults? Is it like, haha, you suck? Or is it like, you fucked my kid's wife? You know? Like,
It's
Yeah.
along the
whatever
lines.
levels here.
That classic insulting my kid's wife.
Look, I'm just like, if this is like mommy ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, really long name, she'd be mad
No,
her
for
kid's
sure.
dead, right?
For
you
sure.
know?
It's a lot of you deserve this. You were a beast as a man. I just made it so.
Oh.
Oh.
Witchy bitch. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, do we like start humming and like calming this down?
I
Maybe?
think she's part of the problem, maybe?
Oh, for sure. But there's a
So
lot
why
of
don't we
noise and I can't think
distract-
straight.
Why don't we distract the rock troll enough so it can get by?
Okay.
We don't know who that. Hang on. We
Kostas,
don't
wait,
know-
hold on a second. Don't die. Kostas, wait a second.
We don't know who this lady is. Like, and we don't really know who this guy is. We don't really know what's going on.
This
How's
is
the
the
rock
worst
troll
crew to
looking?
give any mission because we're all just like, fuck everyone else.
We got our
We
40
gotta make
gold.
money and don't get hurt. This is too much work.
I would tell you the werewolf
sort of bell
doesn't
song out.
look like he's got a whole lot left.
The troll?
The troll's doing fine.
It's like,
That's it. Though.
it's okay. He's got good acoustics. I'll start belting the song out.
Yeah. Let's start humming.
Yeah, calm him down before he dies.
You you would hear the rock
Well, we
troll.
can reason with the
like-
troll. We can't reason with.
The rock troll seems to be trying to stop him. Every months go. No want hurt. Every months need leave now. As he just cracks down with another big old rock fist onto him.
Could I like do some bullshit. I've got rope and I have arrows.
Huge.
Grapple.
Okay.
Grapple rope.
Yeah. I'm just kind of thinking if maybe shit, I don't know.
How much does a werebub weigh? Can we theoretically
How far
shoot an
into this
arrow?
cave? Yeah, because I'm kind of thinking could like I shoot an arrow and then we can like run it around to like tie him up real quick,
Oh,
but get a bit of a head
Yours is a better
start.
idea. I don't
Are
want
you trying to?
Koses.
Are you trying to pull a Star Wars?
Yeah.
Mm,
Did Eilier start singing, right?
Yes. At this distance, you're really not sure if he's even hearing you. As
Wait,
much as your
okay,
voices
that's
might
an
idea.
carry, there is combat happening. It is growling. It's trying to leap past this troll.
I
think
lied.
try-
Instead of
if you
the
put in-
arrow, if he's very focused, while the humming, if I don't know if anyone else is moving closer, I don't know if I need to stealth. I can stealth. I think I'm literally just gonna jump on his back with the floor and just hope for the best.
Or you could do that.
The werewolf or the troll?
The werewolf and hum into his ears like shh, everything's
I have
fine.
one suggestion for you.
I just think
You
like a
don't know
shirt
what's
because I feel like it's probably a big muscle. Anyone can stop me, but this is where she's going.
I'm trying to give you an alternative option.
Let's hear
I
it.
have something in my bag called alchemical adhesive.
Ooh.
So perhaps you could glue him in place. It's a strength check to get him out of it once it hardens. It takes a little bit. That way he would stop. If we can reason with the troll to stop,
If
then we could
you
buy ourselves some time and some. You could chloroform him too. At that point.
if you combine your alchemical adhesive, basically on its hands and feet, getting it to stick to the ground as you jump up, you with the chloroform, with the rope, in
So I'm
tandem,
forgetting about the rope. The rope is gone. I'm doing
Because-
chloroform instead of rope.
that adhesive takes 2 rounds to set.
Mhm.
Oh.
So you would have to have it still enough that it would have a chance to set.
I can stun.
Ooh.
Or catch on fire.
3-part
Catch on
plan.
fire.
So, now, not to
Either I
complicate
stun
this,
it or you throw me while I'm on fire. It's brilliant.
I don't want to hurt poor Koses. Let's maybe the stun. But what about if we stun the rock troll, let the werewolf eat the witchy woman, and then we'll deal with the rock troll after. We'll buy him out of his contract, and then it's 2 people dealt with, kind of. So
The
I
witchy
think-
woman might have some money or some spells that could be useful. Just saying.
Yeah, I could try and stun
Wait, she
them
just stay
both.
there.
I could try and stun both, and we give the witch lady those seller special.
I'm gonna just
Yes.
start running with some chloroform and just I'm out.
stun,
Okay.
stun, Koses, stun it, stun it.
So order here, Koses. Are you throwing out a stun?
Yeah, 2
To
if
who?
I can try.
So
Uh,
we'll give you a primary target, and if you crit, we'll stun the secondary target.
Well, additionally, I could also take an extra action and cast it again. I do have the
Absolutely.
vigor for it. Okay.
Yeah, so you can either
And you-
crit, and you won't have to cast it twice, or you can just cast it twice. So let's see it.
I forgot that he's already looking bad. I could just bang him over the head with non-lethal damage.
That
That's
is a
a good
a lot
point.
quicker than chloroform.
19. That's pretty good. 21.
21 to resist it. It seems so furious that it kind of just shrugs it off. But you can spend 3 stamina to do it again.
I'll do it again. Same guy? I think so.
And you are targeting the werewolf, right? Or you're
Yeah.
targeting the rock troll.
I mean, it's really bad if the rock troll gets stunned first.
I kind of
This is like that riddle where you have to like get the foxes and the chicken and the crane across the river. If you stun the rock troll, the werewolf eats the
You stun the werewolf, the rock troll kills the werewolf.
Yeah. I think I'll try again on the werewolf.
Go for it. That is a fail from the werewolf.
Oh,
It takes
huzzah.
one step, locks in place for a moment, still growling deep. Alir, you want to toss out that adhesive?
I'm handing it to one of the twins to toss because my aim isn't so good.
sister. That's a you.
Chloroform in one hand, adhesive in the other.
Oh, no. I want her to fuck. Let's have her.
And then I just
focus
put both of them in my pocket and bang him on the head with the back of my sword instead.
That's fair.
So yeah, I mean, Luthien, if you were given both, no need to make any roll for the adhesive. If you're getting on its back, you can just slam it down under its feet.
Wait, quick question.
Hmm?
He's stunned. Can he make another stun save? Or is that an auto fail? Because the chloroform requires a stun save.
He can, because it is a different effect.
Different. Okay. Okay. Quick question though. This adhesive permanently sticks.
It can be a DC 16 physique check can.
That's gonna hurt him so bad.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, we have a doctor.
But hey, if the chloroform works, so you don't have to worry about it.
That's true. We can just make him walk away from it or pull him out of it. Yeah, I guess while I'm running, I'm just gonna throw it at his fucking feet and then jump on his back. Chloroform to the
Let's just get a nice, easy. Yeah, let's go with athletics. A nice, easy athletics.
That makes sense.
You said it. I'm gonna go fucking fumble because you said the word.
If this mean woman, witchy woman, says something mean about us, I have an action prepared.
You leap up on its back, throw the chloroform over the werewolf's face. At -2, that is a fail. Because I assume that -2 means that it becomes a 9, not a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, a 9 is a fail. After a few moments, it kind of wavers under you and then just collapses.
I time up. Just real quick. As I'm humming though, like, is he staying wolf?
For the moment, he seems to be staying wolf. As if there was some outside factor that has caused this to happen tonight.
Woman, person over there.
Yes?
Hello. What happened here?
Yes, you can clearly see that the deranged beast came and attacked me in my own home. Thank you for my son here to protect me. Thank you,
You
Bo.
live here?
Thank you so much.
You live here?
Of course I live here. Doesn't that look like
In
a
the-
home?
The cave?
Yes. Oh, like your home is so great.
It's better than a cave.
We have a
Do-
wagon.
You said something interesting. You said you made him like this. What do you mean by that?
I might know Luke from quite a few years ago, yes. And I can assure you he is not a very nice man. In like stepping forward into the light, you would see that her face is like disfigured. The eyes are like grayed out, and there are scars that go over the eyes and the ears. He was quite the beast of a young man, I can assure you.
Can I, like, human percept her, like, is she trying to lie? Is she trying to sell me on something right now? Essentially,
Yeah, go for it. With the 17,
17.
no. Everything you're getting would tell you that not only is she being honest, but she's almost like getting this off of her chest.
Can you fix him then? Seems like you've had your fun. Can you
Could.
make this not the case?
I'm not going to, but I could.
Don't you think you should?
No!
Why?
I guess you deserve it.
It seems like he's less likely to kill you brutally if he's just a human as opposed to a werewolf.
All right. Bo,
And kill
please
less
finish
people.
him.
No. Hold
I am
on a
like
second.
in
Hold on a
between,
second. Hold on a second. Call off
but
your rock
questioning if I should just move.
You
I am
hear-
not sold
You
on
can
being
hear
in this
Bo
position.
muttering, but no want to hurt Humi moms.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
don't
Rock
hurt
Troll. I don't want to
me.
hurt you either. Just hold on 1 minute while we talk to your boss. Just 1 minute.
Can I talk to the rock troll while they talk? I was like, "What's your name again?"
I want this Rock Troll at our party.
Bo,
Whoa. Nice to meet you, Bo. How long have you been working in this cave?
starts holding up fingers like, I... 2?
Do you like working in this cave?
I like no talkie moms.
Oh, hockey. No. Are you
By-
telling me to shut up?
No. By now, the closer she gets, you're realizing that you aren't hearing her voice out loud. You're hearing her voice in your heads.
Oh, jeez. Do you know what happened? Or do you know why there's a rape in the manor?
If I do? Why do you care? You're not even from here. Just, you have your trinkets, be gone.
We don't really have our trinket yet, and I like to
Untying
close
him
cases.
super stealthily. Just saying.
I like to close cases,
No reason.
and the case is still open. What is a case? I don't know, but I do want you to release this, and we can all just leave. We'll take the rock troll. We'll get out of
You'll
your hair.
not take my son.
All right, we can talk
We'll
about that
take
later.
him on a date.
Yeah, yeah. My sister here will take him on a very nice date.
I'm
They seem
not
to be
letting
connecting.
you corrupt my sweet boy. Absolutely not.
I one of those boy moms.
I think it's best for you and us if you just release this curse, and we'll fix everything, and no one will bother you again. You can live in this beautiful cave, and you should let your son decide what he wants to do.
Oh my god. Taylor
Can I
just
roll a
brain
persuasion?
blasted, I think. I think I know where our memories went. Your memories went.
I don't want that to be true if I'm thinking the same thing. God damn it.
My son will remain here with me forever.
Do you want that, Bo?
Oh, likes no talkie mums.
Look, I can't. I just I can't. He's so cute.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. What about this? We don't want to hurt Bo here. I don't like you. But that's fine. I don't think you like me.
I like
We'll
you.
take the I love you, Bo. You're my best friend. Winks at Kosis. He knows Kosis is still there. I don't know if Kosis can see that, but he knows he's there.
Chris just sees a blur.
Why don't we just... people are really getting on my nerves. I just want to get out of people's hair. So why don't we just take the werewolf with us? And we'll use Bo, just so we get out of your hair. We'll use Bo to get the werewolf there, because we're only so many. And we'll just leave you be. You don't even need to change him. We'll figure that out. Just let us borrow Bo and to take the thing. And we don't fight you. You don't fight us. We figure something else out. That's easy.
You can walk with us. You want to walk with us?
Yeah, you can walk with us if you want. I don't think you want to because you love your fucking cave so much, but whatever. You can come or leave. Your choice.
Make you a deal.
Okay. I'm a trader, so deal with deals.
Luke and that vile woman leave town.
Oh, the other one.
Remove the curse.
What's her deal? What's her deal?
She's not
Okay.
exactly what you would refer to as faithful.
I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it. That's what I said.
But what does that have to do with you, lady?
Nothing. I just want
Then
them to
why
be
do you
miserable.
care?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
creeped for that.
All right. So you remove the curse. They leave town, and you don't bother us, and you don't bother anyone else.
Of course. Never wanted to bother anyone in the first place, but, well, this, like, gestures towards her, cut up, scarred face, could not go unpunished.
Hey, like, just real quick meta. Table talk here. We feel like the vibes are pretty rancid with her as well, because I think she's the cause of the rancid vibes earlier.
Yes.
What are the odds we could, because Bo, sweet child, doesn't seem like he might be able to, resist a stun. And I have smelling salts that make an unconscious person awake, and it'll be a really pissed awake person, right?
I'm for that. Meta. I'm for that. Strainer wants this fucking person dead. He wants to get out of here. He's got the 40 gold. We're good. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just still pissed from those two guys on the road because I don't get their deal. And she seems like the best way because they didn't know what they were doing. She's sending them out to do weird shit in her brain space.
All right. One thing though, we're talking about properties. This is on the property that's attached to the mansion, no?
Yeah, this is on Luke's
She
property,
probably
right?
wants to keep her cave safe. That's probably a bargaining chip. I don't know what the next step is. But
I'm standing next to Bo. Can I just pop the cork on that alchemist glue and just very stealthily pour it at his foot?
Sure. He's pretty oblivious.
Oh no.
So we leave and you go. Sorry, we go. These people go 2 out of the town and you stay here and you remove the curse.
Yes.
And you won't harm anyone else around this town?
No, I just want to live my life. Why is that so hard to believe?
Have you turned other people into werewolves, by the way? Just out of curiosity, or done something weird to them?
No.
Can I
Or
roll
memory
see if
stealing
she's
brain
lying?
leeches?
Sure.
That's human perception.
Yeah.
How close is Alir to Strainer? Oh, or Kosis. Who had the other smelling salts?
I have other smelling salts.
I think
Oh,
they
you
both
both
do.
do? Okay.
It's a 17 human perception check.
doesn't seem to be lying, but the thing you're picking up is that she had to think for a moment because she's done much worse to people.
Okay.
But did they deserve it?
In her mind.
Maybe they did.
Who are we to judge?
It's fair. We have
left
our
a guy
own
to
term,
face a
seller,
monster.
the seller special. So
Exactly.
So
okay,
you have the deal in
She's the
front of
single
you.
mother trying to
What was that?
make
We have
deals
the
to
deal.
support her son. But she's just a single mother trying
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
So a single mom who works two
Works
jobs,
two
who
jobs.
loves her kids,
Right?
it never stops
Yeah,
and never
being
stops.
evil. Um,
So you've been offered a deal. The glue is hardening.
Once
2 rounds is like 6 seconds, baby. Your conversation was longer than
yeah,
that.
no,
we're
it's
good,
fine.
man. He's just strong. It's not gonna
I-
hold him for long.
No.
So
I want to release this thing. So I'll
So
go. Okay,
just to,
let me.
Calm down.
It's fine. Go
to
ahead.
clarify
I'm not gonna do it.
before you do something.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, I was gonna huddle up. I was gonna do our classic, always Sammy huddle.
Okay.
stealing good memories.
I'll ask this out of character just because I don't know if I missed something. Are we we're planning to kill her? that's
We're gonna let the
releasing,
werewolf.
releasing Bo is killing her, or are we doing
No, not Bo.
something else?
We're releasing we're gonna wake the werewolf up, and whatever happens. That's not on us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
We
okay,
didn't
okay.
do it.
Go to be stunned or inoperable, and like
Okay.
I feel like there's gonna be half a second of him being like, "Oh, my foot's stuck," and then he's just gonna rip it up. So I only bought us like a second.
You bust like a round.
Okay.
He's not trying to
If
attack
you-
us, though.
No, he's not.
No, and we don't
No,
want to attack
But
him.
he's gonna
because-
go for the werewolf, if we wake the werewolf up.
So you want to wake the werewolf up so the werewolf attacks her and
Mhm.
give him a chance because Bo is stuck to the ground.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
And
I
then
missed something, and so I
once
thought
she's
we
Or
were gonna
dead-
hopefully,
kill
if
her.
we can get another stun out there. I
Yeah.
don't know how we're
Yeah.
gonna communicate that in character.
Huddle.
the huddle.
He's in
Okay.
our brains. The huddle's not gonna work.
but the huddle will buy us enough time, just enough. So, all right, this makes sense, but I don't want to make a decision alone. I need to confer with my team.
No.
Is it okay if we just
No.
no?
Get out of my
Okay.
cave.
It's not your case.
Okay, Kosis, can you give me that thing you asked for earlier? I asked for earlier.
I really thought Kosis was going to give you the cabbage.
I know. I don't change my wording. That's exactly what I say.
Here you go.
Do you give this cabbage or the smelling salts?
I think I'm confused and go for both.
I'll take. All right, I'll take both, and I'll try to hide the smelling salt
Oh,
and
no.
be like, okay, doggy, kind of like, okay, doggy, and then I'll smelling salt the werewolf.
The troll still can move though.
I
Give
mean,
him a hug. Stop him. Stop
it
his heart.
has the adhesive.
On
It
the
does.
feet, not the arms that are rolling.
Sit back. Everyone
He's
take a couple
blaster.
steps
He's
back.
a DC 16 physique.
Gonna break through that.
Maybe you'll fumble.
Maybe. I really want to kill this fucking witch, but I don't think logistically we can. So,
Did he fumble? Did he fumble?
No.
Oh.
A 27. He has a base plus 20 to physique.
Yeah.
that's understandable.
But
And
I will give you the benefit that he is dumb. He might not understand what's happening. I just need to know that this is the course of action you want to take.
I want everyone to be okay with this happening
Yeah.
before actually confirming that. If not, I'm happy to be like, fuck it. Sorry, this werewolf dragging him out. We're out of here.
I
don't care.
absolutely
You can
love
stay stuck
this.
there.
I think it's hilarious. I think it is fully on brand for us. I would just,
Yeah.
if someone could throw a stun on Bo, otherwise, the werewolf is gonna die, and she's gonna be pissed at us.
Then we got to deal with a werewolf, a witch, a rock troll, and the
I mean,
town.
Alir and Kosis, if the two of you want to combine freeze and stun, we can certainly do that.
I have not been on board with this. I'm like, what if we can get things from her? We can get things from the town.
So you're
If we
so you're
tell
not for
everybody,
it.
we don't get anything.
They're racist.
Yes, which is why we want to take them for all they're worth. Imagine
Sure.
this. We
That's a
tell
fair
her.
point.
Oh, sorry, here. We tell her what's going on, right?
Mhm.
She can put a curse or a hex or whatever on the entire town.
Mm-hmm.
We get all their money. They get itchy drawers or turn into worms or something.
Okay.
Or we
Okay.
can just leave.
I'm starting to think we just leave. The only thing I want out of this is Bo,
Plan.
and I think Bo's staying.
All of these places we've been.
I
We
fucking
really
hate them
need to
all.
pick our tracks better.
I
Yeah, all right. I'll do the freeze.
I will give you a some divine inspiration. In that rock trolls are dumb. Like that is a fairly commonly known thing. They're very, very dumb. They're dumb to the point where things like loyalty can kind of shift, where they might not understand like an oath or a promise, and their allegiance can be very iffy.
Mm.
This thing has an iron will allegiance, which
Okay.
doesn't really make a lot of sense. As if it
Okay.
were
And she keeps calling him my son.
if it were bewitched in some way to be like, no, you will listen to me, you will want to stay with me, you will never want to leave me,
She's dead.
that kind of thing.
Got
If
it.
that helps
Free.
in your decision making.
Okay.
Just tell me when to throw the ice.
Yeah, if the two of you want to roll,
Thing is, I don't have to do the sleeping salts portion of this anymore. I think she's gonna pretend like she's walking out. But as soon as she hears this werewolf growl, is gonna turn around and arrow and help him.
okay. Yeah, Kosis and Alir, gonna make your check to stun and freeze. You're about to let a
Sure, I
werewolf.
also lost track of what it is that we're doing.
So, as far as I understand, you are stopping Bo from killing the werewolves, so the werewolf can rip this woman to shreds.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
you will
what's
be
the other one with the
freezing.
arrow and the-
So you'll be
I'm
freezing.
just being
Bob.
backup just in
Bo.
case she does something wild and is gonna hurt him. I'm gonna shoot her in the head. I'm just
Oh, I
there
picked the wrong
in
button.
case.
Thankfully, a -1 is just you go to cast the spell and it kind of just sputters. Wait, what did you fumble?
I clicked the wrong button for the spell.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, you both rolled a 23.
Damn.
Not that rock trolls are particularly great. Whatever.
Oh,
With
that's
9,
close,
they're
though.
pretty good. Nope, doesn't matter. Either way, it takes that first spell, looks down at its body that's starting to freeze up, and then looks at you with just betrayal and confusion, and then
It'll all be fine in a minute.
It's okay. It's okay,
is
but we'll fix
completely
this.
stunned as the werewolf
fix this, Bob.
eyes shoot open, and it just lunges forward and just starts ripping into this woman. After a few moments, it would not take long because werewolves are nasty. They do so much damage. Luke would stand up, turn to you, face covered in blood, take one step, and then collapse. Fur just kind of starts sliding off. His form starts shrinking.
Cool.
Bo unfreezes,
heartbreaking.
unstuns, looks at you all.
Hey,
Bo,
buddy.
I need to talk to you. Bo, we need to talk real quick.
I'm Bo.
How are you feeling?
Your bow.
And just
Bo.
starts looking around the cave, takes a sniff, and then walks over and starts just grabbing like chunks of sheep meat and just shoving them into his face.
Do you remember us, Bo?
No. More sheep meat.
Damn. Can I go over to Luke Oh, can I go over to the woman and see if she has any cool magical facts or scrolls or hair or something that I could loot off her body?
Hair?
I mean, which part of her? It's pretty scattered between like a 20-foot by 20
On the
foot area.
walls.
Leg.
Is there anything magical we could get off of her body? I feel like she's got to have something go on her. She just turned someone into a werewolf. Actually, maybe I won't know that. Can I search his body?
I mean,
I just point to Luke and look over. Doc, he don't look so good.
Luke doesn't have much. In fact, anything at all. He is nude from turning into a giant werewolf.
Rough.
You know what? Let's roll 1d6.
Should I? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Roll 6.
There's just a small handful of just weird shit. Just it could be a focus. It could be who knows? One looks like a clump of hair that maybe like have a crystal in the center of it. Who knows what it is?
Alier, do you know what this weird clump of shit is? It seems magical to me. It's not shit. It's not shit. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Can you do anything with it?
I don't think that's my wheelhouse. What about you,
That's-
Colossus?
I mean, I can play with it. See what happens.
Let's see. A 58. There is a small journal filled with just scratch marks. It is not a language, but it looks like someone was writing something in here. There is a arrowhead that looks like it is so old that it should be crumbling into dust, and yet still seems impossibly sharp. And a pile of fish bones, which is what you thought might have been hair, but it is the fish bones just bound around some kind of crystal.
It seems kind of cool. Is Luke dead, by the way?
No, just unconscious.
Okay. I say, I count this as a kind of a win.
Job well done.
We'll take Luke back. We'll ask him to sign over the piece of paper to us, and we'll sell it to the dwarf.
You think he's
I
gonna
don't
sell
think-
his
I
land to
I
us?
don't-
He wouldn't even sell it to guy.
Saved his life.
I don't think the dwarf wants it, Strainer. I think you're conflating a dead person and our boss.
It's a long day. I don't know how to fix the wraith problem. I
I
just
don't-
want to make
yeah.
money and leave.
We
I
really
wanted
need to
Bo to
start
come
like
with us. He doesn't even remember
start
us.
sleeping before we go on missions because every mission we've done, we get tired and we murder people.
I just get so hangry.
I just want to murder people.
Well, they like never have food. They just always have a bunch of drinks, and then I run off. And...
So,
I think Strainer just starts to cry. I don't know what to do, y'all. It's you just I'll just do whatever you want to do. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, buddy. We'll go back, you'll raid the safe, then we'll tell them it's clean, and then we'll get the money, and then we'll have a party.
Yeah, we could just tell him that it's safe.
Well, I think it is now.
we
As far as we
It's
know,
safe.
we
It's
did
safer.
it. Can we be
It's
having this
true.
conversation as we're carrying Luke's
Absolutely.
unconscious body to his girlfriend?
I mean, Bo would just kind of start following you. Doesn't say anything,
Bo?
just starts following.
Stop crying. Tear
I-
back in. That's the reason why he's crying.
Can't we just have like Luke sign the deed the dead guy had and then just burn it afterwards?
That
Oh yeah,
actually,
that might
yeah.
work.
Let's do that.
I
then we
don't
can
think it's the deed. I think it's the girl, guys.
I don't
Who
want to
cares
kill
that much
another
about
person.
land?
We don't
I'm
murder her now.
tired.
Humans.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to get into that love affair bullshit. Let's
Yeah,
just
it's
go back and
easier-
steal the stuff out of his safe. That's there.
Okay, let's do that.
And then-
Fine. Let's go back and steal
Okay.
his shit.
So, to fast forward just a little, we are returning Luke to his home, now curseless.
Yes.
Returning back
Yes.
to the manor, finding anything of value, looting it, and getting out of town.
Well, do we
With
see
bow, if
any
possible.
sense? Do we see any sense that the Wraith is still here? Like, if I yell out his really long name a
You
bunch,
would still feel
do I
the
hear a
presence of
scream?
the wraith, yes.
Yeah.
Just get out. As if we have bow and we have rich stuff, let's just get out. That's fine.
Whoever is searching, I need one final awareness roll, because there is
I
something
will.
of substantial value in this house.
I will do it, and I'm gonna add
I have a
3
plus
luck.
4.
I forgot
Would anyone
about
else like
that.
to do it? Actually, I don't.
I mean, I have a
Yeah.
plus 4, but I only have
Yeah.
1 luck, so I can't add much to it. Can we
Anyone
give an
else wanna roll?
assist? Can I give an assist?
Can I give you luck?
Yes? Give your luck?
Cool. I love that. I'm using. Can I use my 3 luck as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
How much luck am I getting?
I've got 5.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I have 5 as well.
What?
How much luck can we give you?
I can give you my 5 too.
That's
That's-
5 luck and you keep catching
plus my
them.
3.
Use your luck.
so you have plus 18 to
help.
this roll.
Okay.
And you can have my 1, I guess.
I
You have
fumbled
it.
and I still got a 19. I had a 32 to start with.
Failing up, baby.
You fumbled with a 13. You rolled a 10 and a 3 on your fumble.
Uh,
I got still got a 19.
After
I
all
knew
of
that was gonna
this, I can't possibly not give you the item. But a 20 is not high enough with a plus 18. You are going to
That's fair.
find
That's fair.
a. I will give you the choice. There is one
Okay.
object of value, of extreme value, hidden in this house, or you can just have a bunch of treasure.
Bunch of. Oh.
can he
what do y'all
find?
want?
Can he find
Sure,
the
yeah.
one item, but in a really embarrassing way? Because
We just
of
like
the
fall off the
fumble.
roof and we're like,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If he's the one that finds it, he's the one who's going to pocket it, just like he did all of our friends from the last one that we did.
it's okay, I know where it
Fair.
is. We got that. If you want some, just
That's
like ask me.
So it's up to you. You want the item, or do you want the treasure?
We got a lot of crowns until the next town that we
Yeah,
go and
let's go.
absolutely
Fuck yeah.
murder and
Let's-
steal things.
Let's do the item.
Mhm.
Would you make an education roll then?
And there's-
Okay. I sure can. 12?
There's a really nice, well-made silver longsword.
Oh.
Okay. I'll
Kick
take
the
it.
monsters.
I'll take that silver longsword.
I mean, it's got some gems that you could probably sell it for a couple hundred crowns.
You can take the
Um,
gems out. Give me
We'll
the
take the
sword.
gems out and sell the gems. I think we're gonna keep the silver sword for sure.
You never know when a silver sword might come in handy.
Yeah,
Today.
exactly.
Today
Like a
will.
wraith
Multiple
Yeah.
times.
or
Or a
Or a
werewolf, or a
werewolf.
troll, or a witch.
or weird spider monster things.
But
Yeah. But
I think with that, we can do just a little bit of epilogue, as you have now appear. You have now been to 2 towns. 2 towns with problems. Left, making the town
Not solved
marginally better,
either. Their problem.
and then made it
we made it better.
considerably
They just
worse.
won't know.
The world these days, it's just like everywhere we
It's not-
go, we go
it's
from
not our
shitty
fault.
town to shitty town.
It's It's not our fault. It's just a
I
rough
feel
world.
like they're racist. They didn't deserve us to fix their shit.
They were really racist.
Surely.
I tried to talk to him, but
I feel like
It was
we
nice, so I do
improve-
kind of feel.
We do improve one person's life every time we go. First is
At least
Emily, now
one,
it's
yeah.
Luke.
yeah.
And Bo.
And Bo.
Luke
Bo's
and
life.
Bo and
We got two this time.
Sybil or whatever her name was.
Sylvia.
Yeah, I saved her life actually.
That's
So-
3 people. We tripled our good outcomes.
People and one boy.
Mikhail, the dwarf, will end up giving up on the house.
Good.
As it is haunted. And a few days later, the house will mysteriously go up in flames. Luke and Sylvia will, now curse-free, live out a happy life as sheep farmers. Your barkeep, your racist barkeep, continues to be a successful bar owner, now marketing the fact that there's a haunted house on this estate that burned down mysteriously, and at night you can still hear the wails of the previous owner. Absolutely making more money off of this draw to the town. The witch is
It's on
dead.
our list. We'll come back.
Dottie, very dead. Bo, no longer having a home, would kind of just follow you and then start wandering off into the night. I assume met with a chorus of, but you could come with us. We just
Just stay with us, maybe, and you're just looking out.
You can eat most of the things except the gold in our cart.
I like sheepy moms, soupy, soupsies.
can find some.
Okay,
Whenever we go into town, we can give you sheep.
just like
If
picks
I-
up half the
You're
wagon
the
and
reason
starts
the
like.
sheep are going missing.
He's the reason the sheep are going missing.
She figures this out 3 weeks later.
He just like picks up one wheel of the wagon and starts like dragging it off down the road.
Probably
Emily,
very
I'm
bad
okay
for
with
the other
this.
wheels, but
Oh yeah, Emily.
Emily,
Fuck.
with a brand new, shiny, like ivory flute, just stands there, stares at the rock troll, stares at all of you, says nothing, and just climbs into the back of the wagon.
She's a keeper. She gets us. She gets us.
All of your faces are also plastered up on the notice board outside. You are never allowed in this town again.
Good.
that's fine.
Racist fucks.
And I think, unless any of you have any parting words, that is a beautiful place for us to bring this session to a close.
I think the only thing is everyone except for my brother does find in their stuff a bundle of coins from his hidden stashes.
Yeah. At least 40 each.
Since Emily has the flute now, I would love if she's playing the theme song for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. As we're driving away.
Thank you all so much for being here. My face hurts so much of laughing. This game is ridiculous. Just if you're authors of this game, if you're watching the stream for some reason, we're so sorry. But your game is awesome. We love it.
Your game is awesome and we're playing it right.
Most of the rules.
What's that?
It's late. I'm gonna go around, let everyone tell you who they are, and then we will get out of here and get some sleep. We'll go the same order we did intros. So first up is Taylor. Sorry, Tay.
Hello. I am Tay now. Just one name, share, one syllable. It's great. Or potato underscore or not, because I can't even remember the last time I've actually posted anything on the Dying website. Yeah, you can find me playing games in like places and stuff, but mostly the important one, or there's two I'm gonna hype go over to High Shelf Collective. For December, we are doing our High Shelf charity event. This is our 4th annual. I checked, I remember now. Event where we are raising money this year for elevated access through 10 different games, technically, because our Wild Sea game is a part of it. The finale, 10 different games, 10 different GMs, all sorts of players, all sorts of goodies, wonderful sponsors, all the good fun stuff. So come hang out and help us raise money for a wonderful cause this holiday season. As well as my other thing I'm going to pump is Bloom and Blight. It is a Girl by Moonlight podcast. I am the director for it. It has a absolutely beautiful cast. You can catch it anywhere you listen to your podcast. And as of today, like during the stream, we hit 1,000 downloads. So super fucking pumped. Everyone go check it out and tell us how much you love it. We have a Discord and all the fun stuff. You can find it on the website and socials.
Yeah. That brings us over to what I feel like was attempted to be the voice of reason tonight. And there's only so much reason you can inject into this chaos. But I applaud your efforts. Ling.
I mean, they made a strong argument. Hello, I'm Ling. I'm at _dice on most of the things, Dice Maker. I will be back here on the 12th for something called The Hunting of Duncan Hill, which I am really looking for. And I think that's the only thing I got on the roster.
Heck yeah. I mean, for now. We'll see. That brings us... Well, okay. To be fair, we had 2 voices of reason. Both of them, I feel, were convinced by the rest of you to go along with this chaos. Over to Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I've played Kosas tonight. You can find me on the internet at The Sidian or just Sidian. And you can catch me from time to time on here. And that's about it. So see you then.
Playing an adorably blind fire mage, apparently. And speaking of chaos, our not a doctor, over to Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor. You can find me Twitter, Tumblr, Twitch, Blue Sky, all roll for Felicity. I stream TTRPGs, mostly one-shots on Twitch. But actually on Thursday, I have my finale for the limited series I've been doing of Wanderhome. That we're playing GMless, and it's been super, super fun. We're playing kind of like a sad, kind of creepy, but also kind of silly limited series that we've been doing. So you can check that out. The finale on Thursday, or you can go to my YouTube, which is Roll for Felicity, to see the past 2 episodes, and then eventually the finale will be up there as well. And then also I've been talking about my Tumblr because I've been posting like kind of long form like TTRPG thoughts on Tumblr about shows and games that I like and things like that, so you can follow me over there as well.
Heck yeah. And do we dare call you the mayor of Mischief Town? I feel like that's adequate title. Over to Gavin.
Hi there, I'm Gavin. You can occasionally find me here at Last Caravan. You can also find me at High Shelf Collective every once in a while. I'm part of the Wild Sea, so be sure to check in. I don't have a lot of social medias, but I just wanted to say thank you for everyone here. It's always a blast playing this, and y'all are a super, super fun group, so I love it all. So thank you.
Yes. And thank you for running this chaotic game.
My face hurts so much from smiling. I love this game so much. It is so unbelievably unhinged. Just... it's so good. But that's it. If you like what we do, you can always come join us. You can join our Discord. The link is down below. That big old button says Discord. It is where we hang out and post things like casting calls, schedules, and just generally be big giant nerds. I'm going to throw a raid over to our friends at Legacy of Fools, who is playing, looks like Neverwinter. So the D&D setting of Neverwinter, which is a very cool setting. And yeah, that's all we got. As always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.